Look, all I'm saying is, if you have Jell-O and you have pudding, and you blend them together and put them in a tube, that's Go-Gurt.
No.
What
that's
the
not.
fuck?
That's what it
No.
is, because it's not
No.
just
Okay.
yogurt.
Mark, it's
My
spooky
reality
month.
is
You don't
breaking
have to-
down.
You don't have to present horrific things at the immediacy of Spooky Month's beginning.
Mark, can I ask, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a taco.
My molecules are compromised. I am turning into sludge.
Hot dogs are tacos, so no, it's not a sandwich.
What?
But
Hot dogs
But
are
Mark-
hot dogs. Math is math.
tacos are sandwiches. Therefore,
Tacos aren't sandwiches; they're open face.
sandwiches can be open-faced.
Yeah, but then they're specifically open-faced sandwiches, so they're not regular sandwiches anymore.
Is
Is
a
a
hot dog
sausage-
an open
Well,
face?
a hot dog is an open-faced sandwich then.
Is a
But if
soft
you
shell?
eat the hot dog in the game, you eat it in real life.
Is
Hi
a
everyone,
soft-
welcome to Ravenloft.
Is a soft shell taco an open faced sandwich?
I don't think the world is ready for this conversation.
I just need them to get this out of their system before they all fucking die.
Yeah.
What
I
if?
mean,
What if? Like I had a Subway sandwich today with a friend, and they like didn't cut it all the way across the bread, and they put the stuff in.
I will just say right now, justifiable homicide. If I was on your jury, I would acquit.
What?
yeah, at worst, aggravated assault.
What?
Listen,
Yeah,
that
I agree.
Subway worker, he's making a minimum wage. He can't cut that sandwich all the way.
Yeah, no one does because they load in the stuff like you would a hot dog, and they present it to you, and that is a sandwich.
Yeah,
and
that
it's-
always freaks me out too, because like sometimes they won't cut in the middle of the bread; they'll cut like towards the top. So like you get this like
Oh
flap
yeah.
of bread that just folds over. It's
I legitimately like. Man,
So
I
we've
forgot.
determined.
I just you said it terrifies you, and I just imagine them cutting your sandwich and you screaming on the other side of the counter.
Onions, please.
My biggest thing is like I always want extra pickles on my sandwiches, and every time I'm like absolutely destroy it with pickles.
Just murder it.
avalanche.
If I ask them for pickles normally or for extra pickles, they don't do it. I have to tell them to destroy it with pickles. Anyway, we should do introductions. I'm sorry.
We should. Why don't you start?
Fuck. Hi everybody, it's me, Monty Glue, and I'm coming to you live from a live studio audience. Hi guys, it's me, Monty Glue. It is my vacation month, if you can believe it. So welcome to the spooky month. You can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter, trying to relax. And you can find me at twitch.tv/Monty Glue. Tomorrow, Metopia. We're going to be doing more Metopia. I think we're nearing like the boss. At least we're going to fight and kill Bosco. That's my goal anyway.
Pardon?
Yeah. So we are rescuing our friends. We have rescued Merrick's from Kirby, Cooking Mama, and the fake cactus I watered for months in my university. And now we're on our way to rescue more of our companions. So please check that out tomorrow. We'll be jumping back into that. Also, there will be some changes in my schedule. Check out my Discord. I'll be talking about that there. Hoping to do maybe a change in my schedule in terms of streaming. So I want to get your guys' feedback on that. Let me know. And if not, then alrighty. That's it for me.
Nice. Boy, there's so many familiar faces. Mark Allen Jr.
What's up?
Where can they find you?
You can find me on twitter.com at Mark Allen Jr., here on Twitch at Aeon Pro Tech Gaming. You can follow the adventures of my fat sleepy cat bunny, who literally just snuck into my room while I was turned around and went to sleep on my phone. So no one send me any important messages. On Instagram at Chonk4Life. I have been mostly streaming Pokemon pack openings for the last couple of months. It is becoming increasingly harder to find those packs, so Monday's stream, we might actually play a video game for once.
What the hell?
I know, it's wild and crazy. October's just a funky month, man.
I'm going to need you to calm down.
But also, hey, if you like anime, check out a little show called Remain. It's a show about water polo. It's airing in English on Funimation right now. The second episode just went up today. I play Jojima, having a blast, playing a dude bro. Yeah, check it out. that's it for me.
Very, very nice. And I'll tell you what, last year I had the opportunity to bring somebody onto this channel that hadn't been here before, and he was so good, we doubled him up this year. It's the one and only Therapod Art.
Aw, shucks. Hey everybody, it's your boy, Therapod Art.
Hey, whoa,
For
hang on a
humans,
second. It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. You are way too white to say that.
Hey. Fuck off.
Hi.
Strangely compelling.
Hey.
I don't have a rebuttal. I don't, honestly. For those that don't know who I am, I'm pretty much a variety artist that like juggles dinosaur art, furry art, D&D art, and pretty much frequent like shit posting art. You can find me mainly on twitter.com _art. There I just post all the art I do, stream updates, along with pictures of my pet lizard Beanbag, cheese binging adventures around 3 a.m., and just other nonsense. So if that sounds up your alley, go there. Twitter.com _art. From there, I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv therapodart, no underscore there. I usually stream Wednesday and Saturday nights, usually listening to the show, but because I'm busy at that time, I'm going to be streaming earlier, around like 1 p.m. these days. So that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. And last but certainly not least, it's our boy Distortion Devil.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir. Where can they find you, and what are you up to?
They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and youtube.com/distortiondevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Doing some tabletop board games and trading card games on Tuesday with my buddies Count Widget and Hey Mr. Rabbit. Friday Funhouse, where I basically just do whatever I want with whoever decides to show up. We played some Witchit last night, and it was a lot of fun. Fun little prop hunt games. Got a cute Halloween theme to it. Saturdays, before we're over on here, I'm playing through the Yakuza series. We're on Yakuza 5 right now. And Sunday, I'm playing through Wildermyth. Really fantastic game. I can't recommend it enough. Going to be playing some more of that tomorrow. And another game I can't recommend enough is Dead House Sonata, the spiritual successor to the Legacy of Kain series. It's an action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living. Be sure to check out the link that is going to get posted in chat here for a link to some Founders Packs to get access to the first and second ages, and also get some extra goodies as well. And also check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition subclasses, including the Accursed Fighter. That's got a lot of berserky, Dark Soulsy sort of themes to it as well. It's a high risk, high reward sort of play style, but it's a lot of fun. And I'll be releasing the Fanged King Warlock Pack. It's a Warlock Pack with a lot of vampire flavor in it. That should be coming out sometime this month.
Very nice. And that is totally everything. Absolutely. We should do some bits and subs.
Well,
But-
Nothing to
not
see here.
everything.
Nothing suspicious.
But wait, what about?
Our sponsor, maybe?
Are we have a sponsor for Ravenloft this
Do
year?
you want to hear our sponsor? Listen.
Wait,
Ready?
do we have a
You ready?
sponsor?
We do.
Oh,
my
the
God.
return of the
Oh, it's everywhere.
return of the dice.
Two motherfuckers.
Once
I got
again,
dice everywhere.
return of the dice. You know that I'm behind.
That was more dice than I expected, and I did spill it
That-
everywhere.
I
Okay.
can tell just hearing it.
can't
It was
believe you
like
diced
an
everywhere.
avalanche.
Ladies and gentlemen, this particular iteration of Ravenloft is brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice. Conrad, I don't want to steal your shtick. This is your. I feel bad.
Okay. This particular iteration of Ravenloft
Fuck you,
is brought to you by
You do not have the mimicry ability.
What?
by
What?
Die Hard Dice. That's right. You can get all your dice and dice accessories over at dieharddice.com. They got some fantastic stuff coming down the pipeline for the spooky month, including a limited edition set of glow-in-the-dark dice. That's right. They glow when exposed to UV light. It's pretty crazy. I've seen them myself. They are
They were
very
designed
bright.
by a friend of mine. I'm so proud.
Were they actually?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabe designed those.
Oh shit! No kidding.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And you can grab yourself a hold of some of these fantastic dice and dice accessories over at dieharddice.com. And if you use the code unexpectable ! You can get 10% off your entire order. And that code is good through the rest of the year.
Oh, wow. It got spooky
So
for October with the exclamation.
Indeed. You got plenty of time to go pick up some possible holiday gifts with the code unexpectable !
Get your holiday orders in sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. For
And
multiple
with that,
reasons.
we should probably do some bits and subs now.
I would agree with that.
I want to say.
Saru.
What, Thero?
I just want to say that was the best shilling for Die Hard Dice because in the background, Monty's just cleaning up dice the entire time. Which is great.
I was, yeah. But they're nice and beautiful.
You can just hear like the tongs, like. Ding.
Play 51 card pickup with your Die Hard dice.
It's 52 cards. What are you?
No, because there's only 51 once you've picked them all up. One whole
Fair
list.
enough. You have one for some reason.
I'm a little scared because some of them hit the floor and some of those were D4s. So you know what?
Oh,
We're
God.
gonna,
Oh god, you're gonna find those and
Oh,
in
you'll
your
find. Your
fields
feet
later.
will find them.
That's gonna be
I'll
worse
find
than Legos.
Anyway, continue, Connor.
Saru, thank you for the 9 months. Let's hecking go. King Kiwi, thank you for the 100 bits. Just wanted to say I especially loved the mirror match thing in the previous Ravenloft season. I even ended up including a version of it mixed with some Persona 4 type stuff in my fanfic for when the Unexpectables find themselves back in Tricadia. By the way, good luck. Won't be able to catch the entire thing as I have to study tomorrow. Ooh, good luck.
Nice.
Good.
Too many fandoms. 777. Thank you for the 17 months. Gauze 21. Thank you for the 5 bits. Zito was Delita.
Oh,
Steve
no.
Anders. Thank you for the
Holy
100
cow.
bits.
Wait, who?
Excited for the return of the scary undead woman, the klepto wizard, the proud lion, and angry cow woman. Fantastic Callum, thank you for the 100 bits. Woo! So excited for this. Ravenloft was so good last year. Can't wait for several weeks of wholesome, family-friendly D&D. Gwen Ninja, thank you for the 16 months. Hell yeah, here I am saying hi and waiting for the big reveal
Yeah,
after getting my first tattoos. Ooh.
Ooh.
Zach O'Duo, thank you for rating with a party of 9. L Robot, thank you for the 10 months. Coop894, thank you for the 17 months. Tix Dixel, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Dark E Arts, thank you for the 17 months. Spooky month! That person right there, Dark E Arts, made a lot of the art for Ravenloft, as a matter of fact, I believe.
Yeah.
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 They also do great stuff for Gateway as well.
Mhm.
And Dark...
Wait.
Yeah.
Follow them on Twitter.
And Dark Cooley, thank you for the 7 months. Thanks to Probably Not a Mare for my gift sub. Glycerius, thank you for the 18 months. Bosco's spooktacular Ravenloft adventure begins again. Not Dante 42, thank you for the 18 months. Woo! Return of Ravenloft. Protoss 103, thank you for the 100 bits. Can't wait to see what happens tonight. Wonder if Monty will kill a child like last year.
Oh,
For
God.
fuck's sake.
Oh, right out the gate,
Boss.
too.
There's not
You
enough
killed a
Vespene
child.
gas for that.
Amazing. Mission complete, boss. That's why you're the best.
Good job, team. We got him.
Fantastic, Callum. Thank you for the 100 bits. So apparently, before Strahd was the king of Castle Ravenloft, he worked in vampire retail. Apparently, it sucked.
I can agree with that. It probably
I'll
did.
allow it.
Yeah. Vonavon, thank you for the 17 months of Prime. Yo, I'm having a good time, guys. And now my favorite stream is on. After a long and heartbreaking week, the best thing to happen is being able to listen to you guys. Dabongsk, thank you for the 18 months. We're back, baby. First time live in a while. Can't wait to see everyone drop Not Dracula. Good luck, players. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 100 bits. Dropping some bits and popping off to catch the VODs later. I worked 103 hours in the past 2 weeks.
Yikes.
So I am tired. Hope you all have fun. I'll catch you next time. Love ya. And Bosco, I guess.
It's October. Can I get a little bit of slack in October? Like,
You always pick on yourself. You can't get mad at the community for doing the same thing.
no, but can we? I thought everybody gets a break in October.
Mental
Only me.
Only her. All right. Great.
Damn.
break. Emotional.
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Ah, a new game and run by Bosco? No, you fools. He'll kill us all.
No, just one of you.
Yeah. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 25 bits. What's the TLDR of last year's Ravenloft? I didn't watch. Sorry about that.
Stuff happened. Someone died. Now we're
Yeah.
here.
Son of Strahd blew up a goat, and we all cried.
There was a guy with a pumpkin for a head.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Jinty13, thank you for the...
I killed a child.
This person's gonna be more confused.
There's only one thing worse than a murderer.
A
Boom. A child. No.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Akinoris, thank you for the 14 months. Sponsor, so scary. Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 500 bits. Monty's Die Hard dice are too powerful. Please nerf. Dr. Caliban, thank you for the 100 bits. I look forward to rating the horror again this year and joining the death pool. That Kevin, thank you for the 18 months. Spooky Saturdays are back. Woohoo! Mootron9, thank you for the 14 months of Prime. Ravenloft, woo! Who's going to die this time? Let's start the death pool. My bets are on the new person.
Listen, I don't care who wins this year. I'm just happy no one won last year. That was the best.
Ah, yes. Zito played spoiler for the entire
He
death
sure
pool.
did.
Yeah. 'cause you all bet
Quasmojo.
on me.
Lol. Quasmojo, thank you for the 300 bits. Let's go. Been here since day one and never leaving. Prodigious95, thank you for the 14 months. Love you guys. Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. Ravenloft could fit in perfectly with the Legacy of Kain series. They could call it Dead House of Strahd.
Oh, no.
Get out of here.
No, that's genius right
That's
there.
not bad.
Plotta64,
Not bad.
thank you for the 13 months. Spooky time, spooky time, spooky time.
That's like vintage Zen levels of pun. Remember when Zen used to do those?
Yeah. Finally, great to catch a live show. Papusa Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. How much damage did Monty just roll?
A lot.
Too much.
Most of it was to her.
Oh, God. Stretchy412, thank you for the 15 months of Prime. Woohoo! The return of Spooky Game. Patriotic Flag Bearer 115, thank you for the 6 months. Thanks for the laughs and the entertainment. And Icy Briz, thank you for the 18 months. Double sub, baby. Let's go. Morthrander, thank you for the 500 bits. DM canceled our session today, so now I can see you live. Ooh.
I'm sorry, but
Drake.
thanks for being here.
Right?
Yeah. Glad we could be your plan B. Drake Fate, thank you for the 16 months of Prime. First campaign I ran in D&D. Ooh. Quinn121, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Hi, everyone. Recently moved down south and completely forgot to set my Prime sub up again. Hope all is well. And Monty, I recently found Baja Blast in a 6-pack at Walmart. Maybe you can get it in Canada.
Listen, I have fantastic news, and I will not take up the rest of this. There is Baja Blast in this town. I have a supplier.
Hey!
There's one Taco Bell, right?
Jesus, you made a drug deal.
It's the one Taco Bell that is a Taco Bell KFC combo in the mall. It is
Yeah,
the only
baby.
place I can get Baja Blast. It is so
Shining
cursed.
Star.
But it is doable.
Star in
It's
a
doable.
dark
It is doable, yes.
Just make
I
a
wonder if
pact
they-
with the dark powers and let yourself get some Baja Blast.
I just
I
want to
wonder
say,
if they got the KFC Sweet Lightning, too.
I just want to say, Monty, welcome to the right side of history.
Thank you. I'm so that first sip of Baja Blast. There is now a divide between past Monty and Baja Blast Monty.
Yes.
Baja Blast.
that is all. We may continue. I apologize. I'm looking for my
Nico
notes. You hear
Kloss.
rustling in the background, so I'm sorry.
Thank you for the 100 bits. If zombies had a birthday party, would they use a dead horse pinata?
Come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Honestly, that was well themed.
Finite 5544, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. My store has been doing the floors this entire week, and we spent the last 4 hours putting the kick plates for the shelves back on, and we wax on Monday. Not paid enough for this. Damn. Sweet Lightning's only at the KFCs, but it was a Taco Bell KFC combo. In theory, they should have both.
Yeah.
The Percocizer, thinking of the bit. Monty, don't kick the baby.
What?
I think they're talking about the child you murdered last time. Grizzly Adams, thank you for the 100 bits. Connor, if the Forbidden Door continues to allow the... oh my god. If the Forbidden Door continues
go.
to allow the Japanese to fight the Americans, do you think we'll get Danhausen Shibata?
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
Shut up!
That is so many layers.
Jeez, Grizzly. Calm down. It's episode 1.
Steve Anders, thank you for the 100 bits. Is it wrong that I want some random to boop Grimharl on her snoot to make her lighten up?
Do you really want to be the person that tries to boop that particular snoot?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
go-
you're
go-
bringing-
She
Go ahead.
ran Zero through with her horn and then broke it off
Broke it off.
inside him.
Yep.
Go ahead and
Do not-
poke the plate mail wearing bull. Go ahead.
Go ahead, poke me. See what happens.
That shit was impressive
Yeah, it
and
was.
terrifying.
Yep.
That's Grimharl.
Volk
Wednesday,
551, thank you for the bits. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years.
I appreciate the reference.
I'm hurt.
Sub Meow Sheen Gun, thank you for the 15 bits, or 15 months, rather. I forgot that we were returning to Ravenloft for October, and I am hype. Pixel Bell, thank you for the 10 bits. Cheers to Spooky Month. Also, wish me luck in an upcoming speech in my public speaking class, where I'll literally tell a class how to fill out a 5e character sheet.
Ooh, good luck.
Oh, okay.
Sounds fun.
Mayor of Spicy Town, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Papusa Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. It's okay, Bosco. Matt Nagy could be fired this month.
Yay! Go Bears tomorrow.
Yeah. Deluna 13, thank you for the 300 bits. Just got my beautiful mermaid's tears and red and purple Dire D20 from Die Hard Dice using your code. They threw in a really pretty pink and purple D6 that I will give to my little sister because those are her favorite colors.
Aw.
Aww. Yes, yes. Get them in early. Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. Stay tuned for the death pool odds for this year during the halftime show. This year, I'm getting paid. Ooh.
Huh?
Like Tipuya 123, thank you for the 200 bits. So, who is everyone betting on to be the first casualty? I'm betting Ray.
We haven't
He didn't
started yet.
This
didn't
is
get
what
hurt too badly
was
last
like,
year.
dude.
I
And
love
I'm
how
betting
people
Bosco
don't
has a
even
point to
know.
prove.
I love that people don't even know who the new person is or what their character is, but they're still like, that person's gonna die first.
I got 1,000 bits on question mark. It's like, the fuck are you doing?
I was barely in the show last year when we started Ravenloft, and people still had me.
Well, because they knew how you roll.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
That's all right. The curse carried over to Seika, so.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Do they get more money if
It's
we
true.
die?
Seika did die.
Do they get more money if we die before the halftime show or after?
It really depends on what the odds are before and after. It could shift.
Okay.
Connor, keep going.
247, thank you for the 100 bits. Everyone remembered to buy salt on their characters, right? If you don't worry about it. Good luck in the game. What? Jinty13, thank you for getting a sub. Knight Allen, thank you for the 4 bits. Missed you, Mark. Gaijin Goomba, thank you for rating with a party of 61.
We know him.
Yeah. Robo Mom 897, thank you for the 10 bits. Drago Soon, thank you for the 1,750 bits. Let's kill some undeads. Travis A. Carey, thank you for the 100 bits. Bits on Bosco's story for the Deadpool. Mr. Morphine, thank you for the 100 bits. God fucking damn it, Capnos, where the hell are we?
Oh my
The
god.
fucking Deltarune meme.
Yeah. Do I have to be the one that says that because I'm the dinosaur, or?
Maybe. I don't know.
Fucking-
Zeon the Blue Dragon, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you guys going to continue the tradition of drawing randomness on the main screen? Maybe. Kuro Okami, thank you for the 12 months in a row. Thanks to Robomom for my gift sub during my birth month. Happy Spooktober, everybody. Volk551, thank you for the bit. Also, Monty, can you make Baja Blast at home? It's just normal Mountain Dew and blue Powerade. That is not true. That is not
I
true.
told
Not
you!
That is not true. That is
fucking told you!
Listen, listen,
100%
listen. You're not gonna,
true.
you're not gonna go crazy over some schmuck telling you over the internet for a 1-bit donation. You're not gonna take his word for it, are you?
It's 100% not true.
It's
Listen,
not true at all.
if it doesn't come out of the fountain, it's not real Baja Blast.
Whatever.
Corey
man.
the Platypus, thank you for the 17 months of Prime. Woo, spooky, scary Bosco stuff. Game Master Anth, thank you for the 100 bits. A Taco Bell KFC combo. Can they make that weird taco with the chicken breast for the shell, but extra crispy and with the 11 herbs and spices? That sounds delicious, actually.
Sounds like a mistake.
A cat named Garbage. Thank you for the. Well, that's not debatable, but like. Cat named Garbage. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Monty, kick the baby. People keep saying that.
God damn it, guys.
Gudrun, thank you for the 100 bits. Running Strahd has made me drink wine now. I'm a wine dad, teacher, DM. Ooh. Dad, teacher, DM. That's like a KFC Taco Bell combo of
No,
people.
let's not go back.
All right.
Dread Hunter 335, thank you for the 100 bits. Monty rolls for damage. The whole world is destroyed. Oh, God. Daver Boy, thank you for the 100 bits. Won't be able to stay for too long as my Saturday evenings are spoken for this year, but I'll be watching in the VOD squad. Shadow Dancer
Appreciate you,
Bob,
Daver.
thank you for the 500 bits. Connor, you're my friend, but Roll20 is going to bring me victory in this death pool. I want your blood.
Jesus, Bob.
Now I'm not going to die out of spite. So thanks for that, Bob.
Seriously, I have one revivify on me.
I shall conquer death out of spite. Travis A. Carey, thank you for the 100 bits. I got a gift for my wife. I went to the store and red blouse I bought a. Oh, fucking good.
Wow.
Just some random Steve, thank you for the 18 months. Twisted the Kitty, thank you for getting a sub to Joe Mojo. Mighty Aj, thank you for the 11 months. Hey, 11 months, nearly a year of worship. Zach Duo, thank you for the 100 bits. Last year I was promised a bull's head and I was robbed by a goat girl. I will have vengeance. El Robots, thank you for the 100 bits. I haven't even started yet and already people are out for blood. Volk551, thank you for the
Connor.
100 bits. Yeah.
When they said they were out for a bull's head, I instantly went, "Hey, wait, what the?" And then I realized, oh, they meant Grimharl, not Chicago Bulls.
Oh.
They just the DM died.
I was like,
there you
"Are
go.
you fucking talking shit?" No, they're talking about Grimharl. We're good.
Oh. Yeah.
They get to live.
We good.
Oh, I see. There's bull bias here. I see how it is.
Yeah, Chicago Bulls are awesome. I don't give a shit about this Minotaur person.
Okay.
Oh,
all
okay.
right.
551, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, I escaped my Ravenloft. Called Walmart now, and I'm working at a pizza place where I am much happier. Woo!
Good.
Sound
That's
Scream,
really good.
thank you for the 3 months of Prime subbage. Never Not Knitting, thank you for the 7 months. The Fox of Death, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Grimolos Prime, thank you for the 5 months. The KFC Taco Bell near me does in fact have both Baja Blast and Sweet Lightning. Ooh.
Wow.
What
I
is...
actually never tried Sweet.
Mm.
We talked about this. It's the peach and honey flavor.
Oh, right,
new.
right. Okay.
Yeah. I've never tried it, but I don't hear as much about it as Baja Blast, so I'm assuming it's not that good. I don't know. Big Peace Pipe, thank you for the 100 bits. Just finished the last Ravenloft stream, and oof, Disco Inferno equals calamity. I heard somebody say burn, baby, burn. Protoss 103, thank you for the 45 bits. Since last year you guys drew BK on the stream, will you draw Baja Blast instead?
Well, guess
Maybe.
what?
Well, look.
It's already there.
BK. Bonky
Baja
Kong.
Blast.
Baja Blast.
Boost Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh yeah, 100 bits on the Deadpool for Bosco to bite it. Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. You guys joke, but the Discord chat we have for the Death Pool is growing more the longer this intro goes on. At this rate, Citric will join us by the time you start.
Oh, geez.
No, that's not true. No, he won't.
Thank goodness he's alive. A cat named Garbage, thank you for the 100 bits. Baja Blast isn't even good. I'll die on my hill.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Moderators,
buddy.
ban that man.
Sooner rather than you.
No,
think.
wait,
You're
he
gonna
he's
die
supports us and he's in
alone,
it. No,
buddy.
wait, hold on. We can't. That's animal cruelty. Don't do that.
Ooh, sorry.
The Perkicizer, thank you for the 100 bits. I want a pact of the Surf Warlock so I can cast Baja Blast.
Yes!
Pact of the Surf?
Yes!
And
I
finally-
love this
Somebody
idea.
make that, please.
Finally, Pears, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, that's just like a deep one Warlock.
No, Connor, make a pact of the surf.
Make a Baja Blast
It's a dude
pack.
bro sorcerer class. Let's go. He wears a snapback.
Pears-
He always has Baja Blast.
One of
in
the
his
Thank you
class
backpack.
for the
one of the class
100
features is the
bits.
accent.
Hawk's gonna smack the bulls, fight me. Sir McCheese, thank you for the 18 months. And Rosa06, thank you for the 100 bits. Putting some into the Deadpool now. Ray survives, everyone else bites it. Fellow artist bias.
Oh.
Mm.
Bold of you to assume I don't draw.
Why is the crow wearing a sock?
It's a shoe. I love that came right after me saying I'm also an artist. Okay.
Things are happening.
Bye, chat. We'll see ya. At the
Bye,
next
guys.
one.
Have a good
Bye,
bye.
chat. We love
Love you, chat.
Where's my notepad? Here it is.
Cat named Garbage the last second with 100-bit Surfer Bro Sorcerer. Did you mean Zenrio?
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
It's true. He's
Yeah.
Path of the Surfer, dude. All right.
Do I still have my Ravenloft notes?
I lost mine. I tried.
No,
to
I
find
do
mine.
not.
Yeah, I lost mine too.
Mine
Oh
are
my
gone.
It's been a year.
I know. I thought everybody put them in Google Docs. That shit stays forever.
Wait, I might have it in my Google
Did I
Docs.
put it in Google Docs?
Oh my god!
Let me.
So we're gonna give them a minute while they do that.
No.
Hi everybody. Thanks. Hi everyone. My name is Edward Bosco. I'm gonna be DMing these
They
knuckleheads.
are in my Google Docs.
You're
There
welcome.
they are.
You're welcome. I'm going to be DMing these knuckleheads. So a quick couple of things that we have to get to before we start. So number one, I saw some people asking, do I have to have seen the first Ravenloft to like watch this one? Not really. So yeah, it'll help fill you in on some stuff, and we're going to talk about it before we start. I'm going to have one of them do a recap. So if you could try to remember what happened, so I don't have to do it, that'd be great. Otherwise, I will. Numero dos. Some people are wondering, hey, I'm currently playing Curse of Strahd or some other Ravenloft thing. I don't want to have any spoilers. Well, you're in luck. While I am basing this on the Curse of Strahd book, and I do have the new book as well, thank you, Monty, for leaving them here, I will not be running the actual module, so while you might learn some names that you otherwise wouldn't know or something like that, it'll be very minor and touched on. Spoiler, Strahd's running the castle stuff. But other than that, you're pretty safe and insulated from a lot of spoilers. I'm building around the actual module, so that way you can listen without being spoiled. That being said, if you want to skip out on it so you're definitely not spoiled in any way with names, by all means. What else? Any more house cleaning? Is everybody good to go?
I'm good.
I believe so.
You have notes? All right. Does
I'm ready to
anybody
go.
remember what happened a year ago?
Like out of all 6 sessions?
No, like at the very end, like the stuff that
Okay.
happened at the end.
So we made it into the Castle Strahd. Castle
sure did.
Ravenloft,
Yep.
accompanied by the werewolf Alpha and hunter by the name of Sumer,
Mm-hmm.
who, in the course of our travels, we discovered was actually in disguise
Mm-hmm.
and betrayed us at the last minute
Curses.
and killed the real Sumer, who we had just brought back to life. And then we in the castle. There's a big blank spot in my head here.
You eventually resurrected Sumer. You went through the castle.
Yes,
You found
Went
the
to the
wizard,
castle.
evil necromancer,
right.
and chaos
him.
ensued. You did eventually kill him, but at a cost.
Yes. Unfortunately, one of our party was Exodia blasted in the face.
Quite
and
literally.
no longer exists.
And that was, of course, Calamity, Chris Zito's character, which is part of the reason why he's not here, because death is a thing. So for those of you who are like, well, he's still technically alive. No,
No.
no, he's not. Technically, he's not alive. Very not alive. So
not
that being said, you guys were very nice and ended up giving a proper burial to both Sumer and to Calamity in a very nice sequence. And if I remember, I haven't gone back and listened to the very end, but I remember, I think there was a light that shined on the grave, and that was where we ended up calling it.
And why Akeda ate a body.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. But you did that with no one seeing you, so you're still good. That being said, it has been about a week since those events. You have since split up into individual groups. Kopnos, you went back with Sophia to do some more research and try your best to help her bury herself in some work. Ray, you also went with Sophia, but you have been taking very frequent trips to any establishment that will allow a very heavy drink to be procured. Grimharl, to fulfill your debt to the Alpha, you have been with the Alpha's clan, his pack, for the last week, and he has been getting you ready to be an official guard for them. And it's actually felt kind of nice and back to what you were used to. And why, Hikeda, you have returned to the forest and have been going back and forth between the town of Borovia, the woods just outside of it, and the Alpha's encampment, just keeping an eye on everything and looking for any strange signs, as well as keeping yourself alive, quote unquote. So, that being said, we have a very important decision to make before we move as I undo the dice. So, I need to figure out who we're starting with because things have to happen. And I'm curious, I'd love your guys' feedback on this. Should we start with the people who have been here, or should we start maybe with that mysterious black covering that says nothing suspicious? What do you guys think?
Black covering. That's my vote.
Uh-huh. Only one person gonna win?
Let's think about this logically, because the mystery box could be anything.
It's true. It could even be Zito.
It could even be a boat.
It's true.
I say we go with the mystery box. What do
You want to go with the mystery box? We want to find out. We're going to do this right all right, let's do it right off the bat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, then we can actually do this introduction and they can unmute because I get to invite them in for their section of the campaign. I would like to introduce the brand new player to Ravenloft for the next 5 episodes, Sci-Fry! Yeah! Whee!
Hi.
What up, Sci-Fry?
Not much. Chilling, grilling, about to play some D&D.
Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and how you ended up here?
Hi. My name's Sci-Fry. I'm a variety streamer, an RP streamer. I'm technically a VTuber, and I run a D&D game on my channel on Fridays called The Southern Front, which is me and a bunch of friends of mine. I sort of know Monty and Bosco sort of mutually, and I'm very excited to be playing some D&D.
I am also excited for
You can find me at twitch.tv/sci-fry and twitter.com/sci-fry-tv.
Boom. See? I told you, somebody who's never been on the channel before. I'm excited.
Aboard.
I'm very excited. And we're going to
was
start
right,
with
chat.
you. Yes, you were right, Connor. Congratulations, Connor!
I did it.
You did it. I'm actually bringing up your brand new token because I have an edited token for you. So give me just un momento.
So just a heads up, I
Yeah.
am having some issues on Wallfly. I can't see my mouse.
You can't see your mouse?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
why. I haven't clicked anything that would do that. But I do have it hovering where we can delete the nothing suspicious, please ignore.
Okay.
So whenever you wish to reveal that, just let me know. Just
I will. Thank you for that.
I will have to try and fix whatever this is next time. But I had a mouse before we started, and now I do not.
Is this because you forgot your mouse?
It's my touchpad, but it's moving around. I can see it hovering on things, but I can't see the actual little arrow part.
Gotcha. All right.
So.
Sci-Fi, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Ooh, I guessed right. Fuck yeah. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Same color as Baja Blast.
That's not remotely true.
I had to listen to you guys have a whole Baja Blast conversation, and I didn't get to mention the old internet thread where someone devised a device to steal Baja Blast.
I told them about that, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a funnel built into the sleeve of your shirt and a duffel bag with a tank in it.
Operation Baja Blast is legendary.
Yes. All right. I think that worked. I just got to give you control of it. Excellente. Gotta love Roll20. Haven't done this in a year. All right. So, assuming I did this right. All right, because you have a name now. There you are. All right, let's see if this works. And then this becomes this. And this becomes this.
Hi, Mark
That's-
Allen Jr. here. Just want to say it's always good to be patient with your DMs, especially when they're dealing with technical difficulties.
Yup, gotta love it. It's always fun. All right, I think we're good though. That's good. That's good. All right, let's switch you guys over. So, sir, or should I say, Brand, you have been wandering the woods of Ravenloft for about 2 days now. The last thing you remember before a mysterious mist whisked you away off of your mountaintop. You were out doing a hunt and were caught in a blizzard. However, a strange mist rolled in with that blizzard. And since then, the snowy mountain peaks that you are used to have been completely replaced with a very lush forest. However, the thing about this forest is everything seems to be rotting or dead or barely alive, at least in this section. And you have heard note of an encampment of shapeshifters, which has caught your ear. And you have thought, wait, that seems like something that I could talk to about things. You could do the thing. And so where we start your adventure is attempting to track in the woods. So what I'm going to need from you is I'm going to need a survival check because you have been following some prints that you believe might be some shape changers.
All right. I will roll up that.
The very first roll of the campaign. Here we go.
Woo!
21.
We're good.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. So you have located these prints, and you have actually located this area, which I can now reveal to you. Let's hope it follows everything.
Darkness imprisoning me.
Yep. Bum, bum, bum,
Can't see shit, Captain.
I got you.
As long as Wallfly can see, we're good.
Yep.
Can they see?
Dear.
Hopefully Wallfly will be able to see.
Our men have been combing the desert for hours.
They
We
have.
ain't found shit.
Boom!
Thank
I
you, Mark.
see.
So it is currently afternoon going into the evening, so the sun is beginning to set. Hopefully everybody can see. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. That was my biggest worry, is no one would be able to see anything. Kuel. All right, noted, Monty. So you have followed the tracks to this location, and as you look down, you see this fork in the road where the prints seem to end. And you can tell that once they got to this area, it looks like they were beginning to cover up their tracks. If you would like to, you could try to investigate further, or you can take a look around, whichever you would prefer. Investigation or perception.
All right.
Before we do that, can I ask if we get a description of Brand and what Brand looks like?
Yeah, I guess since there's nobody to see you, you should probably let everybody
Yeah.
know what you look like.
For our
So,
podcast listeners too.
Yeah, Brand is a changeling. He is a ranger. He's wearing sort of like blue, like sort of heavy, like almost like cold resistant clothing, but like not super cold resistant because he also has his like he has his exposed like midriff in there. He's got exposed arms. There's patches in his armor that have no covering. So it's a mix of like cold resistance and his own like natural cold existence because he came from the mountains. And he is holding a heavy crossbow. And I approach the crossroads and I think to myself, choices! Damnable choices!
You only get one, though.
And I choose to roll perception.
Because the number's bigger. A wise decision. Oh!
You've chosen poorly.
These tracks were very, very well covered up. The best that you can assume, if these were creatures that were like you, they probably don't want to be followed to where they are. You know you would be doing the same thing up in the mountains. You would be covering up your tracks in the snow so as not to lead anyone back to the encampment. It's a very well-known trick, and sometimes they're not very good at it. Unfortunately, these people are. However, where's my die? Ooh, I'm out of the gates. Okay. You begin to hear a sound from the north.
Okay.
It sounds almost like a moaning, and the sound of a leg being dragged through the foliage.
I see. I move forward to investigate.
To the north? Give me another perception check.
Okay. Coming right up as soon as my sheet opens.
That's always the best.
Yeah, I love when I click on my sheet and roll 20's like, maybe not today.
Maybe let's think about this.
If you want your sheet, you must answer me these questions 3.
Son of a...
I'm gonna give the page a refresh, and there it is. All right, perception. number 2.
Perception. Ooh. Excellent. With that perception check, and I don't know how I don't see you, you notice these two figures behind the tree. They are shambling towards you. If you would like to identify what the heck these things are, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Sure thing. Nature. 17.
Very nice. You would know these things as ghouls. You've only read about them and heard about them in stories. You haven't actually encountered any from where you are in your particular area. However, you know they are quite nasty, and they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Well, I'm gray, they're gray. Maybe we can be friends.
So what you're saying is you'd like to cast diplomancy at the ghoul.
I will attempt to sneak around the ghouls.
Okay, give me a stealth check. And I'm going to hope that I don't screw this up again. Where's your stat block? There you are.
That's a 15.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right, stealthy boy. Oh! We are off and running. All right. So go ahead and move about 3 spaces in the direction that you want to go.
Okay. I'm going to move down, get close to the road.
Okay. When you get to about there, the one furthest or closest to you begins to move away, not seeming to notice you. However, this one turns and looks directly at you and I need you to roll initiative.
Greetings! You wouldn't have happened to see a gaggle of shapeshifters around here?
Appreciate you.
Doesn't he get a free diplomancy roll on that?
Sure. Sure.
If only diplomacy were a skill.
Where is my... I want to get the good one. Here we go. This should work. Hopefully everybody can hear it.
Yep.
And not too loudly.
Some drums.
Here we go.
Combat
All right. Just let me know if that gets too loud for the chat or anybody else. All right. So let's see if we've got initiative here for these nerds. You're a 20. Great. This is going to go. Son of a bitch. Let's go natural 20 on a ghoul. That's not going to help me on initiative. What's your dex?
My dex is...
Is it 3?
17 plus 3.
Oh, fuck. You go first. All right. Chat is saying no music.
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm currently trying to troubleshoot 2 things that we're currently running into issues on the stream at the moment. One being the missing cursor, and 2 being the overlay that needs to be updated with an actual image, but combined with the missing arrow key, running into some trouble. So give me a hot second. I literally I cannot see where my mouse is at all. So
No, you are good.
Is there a setting on OBS that would hide my mouse?
Possibly?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. You could hide your cursor in the window capture, technically. I don't know why it would do that.
It's supposed to be capturing. It is capturing the cursor. Oh, what the? It's back. All right, we're good.
All right. So that was
I don't
it.
know what I did, but
we got it. We're good.
Yeah,
So-
cool.
Hooray.
All right.
All right. Do we
That's
have
one
music
down.
Now? Do we have music now, chat?
And the other thing is being worked on as well.
Yeah. Actually, if you guys could give me just 2 seconds, can I fix
go
that
for
just super quick?
Sure,
All right.
do it. Go for it.
We're gonna give you guys a little technical difficulties.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Thank you for sticking around, by the way, guys. Oh, we haven't had that in forever.
We haven't had that Tarisk in 1,000.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
We are experiencing some technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Please stay on the line.
Did anybody bet on the stream dying first?
Yeah, y'all lost.
Really
They all
messed
lost.
You made a mistake.
Death Pool loses again.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Remember, gambling is a loser's game, but let me quickly fix.
You say that, but
While we're here, if I may,
Yes,
just
that
really
makes me the
quickly,
biggest
I want
loser.
to say to the world that there is currently a flash flood warning just to the northwest of Little Rock, Arkansas. If you're in that area, stay off the roads. Be safe.
The west?
Turn around, don't drown.
turn around,
Right.
don't drown.
Look at that sexy camera angle now that I have access to my mouse on my laptop. Hell yeah.
All right.
There
So we
go.
have music that I can't hear, but they can hear, which is good.
Can chat hear the music?
Boy, I hope so. All right, so we got Brand going first because congratulations on being speedy.
All right.
All right. And then we've got the Eminees. All right. So, Brand, it is your turn. You see only one of these ghouls has noticed you, and it is the one further away.
Okay. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the one who noticed me.
Okay, that's going to be him, so I will mark that. Un momento, por favor. Nope, that's the other button. There we go. He is Hunter's marked. I'll use... the boom. Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna lob 2 heavy crossbow bolts.
I would
at him.
recommend shooting them, not lobbing them.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going
Like,
to
don't
shoot
just...
them.
Go fetch!
Eh.
What is a crossbow but an oversized slingshot anyway? Pew, pew.
Ow.
I'm assuming
okay,
the first
well-
one hits.
That they both hit.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Here's some damage.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
got 11.
Tracked.
Oh my god. Okay.
Crossbows are scary.
Ow. All right. So you hit the first one in the shoulder, which kind of annoys it. And when it turns to like growl at you again, you actually get one right through the back of its neck, through its mouth, in a very impressive shot. It is still standing, but that rocked it.
Hell yeah.
And it is now the enemy's turn. And now you notice, with all of that commotion, this other one notices you and is going to rush you.
All right.
And then I am going to attempt to hit you, which this
I
might
have
be
AC
annoying.
of 16.
16 it is. Please. Ha! Give me a high or low, sir. This is a special thing that we do here.
Low.
Low? All right. Okay, it just misses. It rolled in that one. That was annoying. Okay, well, that happened. This one is also going to attempt to charge you. And as it gets to right about here, hey, Mark,
Yeah,
did you see my message?
I did.
What's the number?
17.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on an attack.
What kind of attack?
Your basic.
Or-
It's your piercing with your wooden spike.
Ooh, okay. Seven.
Ow. So you watch as this thing charges you, and out of nowhere, one of the trees stabs it right through the skull, and you watch it drop as you notice the tree actually start to come to life. And Mark, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Oh.
Ah, dang it. Hang on. 3.
3! Welcome
Glad
to
to have-
initiative.
Glad to have you back, Mark.
You guys, I'm
Why?
here.
Why Hecata is in the
It's like
fight.
you never left.
Yeah, the-
Why
turn
Hecata,
The
to
Goblin
give you
practice game went similarly.
To give you some background, in your patrols, you just so happen to be just outside the Alpha's den, keeping a close watch over it when you noticed those familiar ghouls that litter this particular area begin to stir. And now you see this strange changeling-like creature. And this is the first fleshy creature you have seen outside of one in particular over the last week, outside of your compatriots, the last one didn't do so well, if you catch my drift. Okay. So, and congratulations, Waihakeda, it's your turn.
Haha, just in time to go last.
Yep, and you also notice another creature starting to shamble towards you from the south as you come to life. For those of you that are new to Ravenloft, Mark, would you like to describe what your character looks like?
Yeah. Waihakeda is an impossibly tall, impossibly lanky person. She's roughly 9 feet tall. Her arms and legs are all but bone. In fact, there are places where the flesh has been torn away, or is singed off or missing. There are chunks of flesh just missing, and you can see bone underneath. She wears an elk skull on her head and has a mouth full of sharp pointed teeth and 2 very aggressive looking eyes that peer out from underneath the elk's skull. She also carries with her a long spear and a longbow. And she is going to take a look at this changeling. Do you have any melee weapons on your person?
I have 2 short swords.
Great. So she will note your weaponry and turn back and face this approaching ghoul. And I am going to shoot him with my longbow.
Ow.
I'm going to miss him with my
You are going to miss with the longbow. Welcome, Mark.
But
I've missed
hey,
you.
guess what? New, because we're level 5 now, I have an extra attack.
You sure do.
I'm going to shoot him again.
Welcome to level 5. You missed it. I can already smell the death pool switching the odds as we speak.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay,
A
but
warm
hold on a
welcome back
second.
For your
Ravenloft
bonus
for
action.
you.
Yeah, because I believe I do have one of those. Hang on.
I might
My
have a bonus
God.
action.
Just awful.
Listen, you're not Connor. You have a bonus action.
I'm just trying to remember.
I had to get a bonus actionectomy.
What?
What?
You remove my bonus action.
I don't.
Oh,
I
all right.
don't like that.
It was inflamed. It was really bad.
It was inflamed.
It's like an appendix. It doesn't do anything, but it can get infected.
Where is this? Hang on. It's been a minute. I'm just trying to find this ability thing here real quick. Hold on. Where the frick is that? No, that's that.
Consult your
Sorry.
doctor if your bonus action lasts longer than 4 hours.
God damn it.
Okay. Right. Okay. So since I suck with my bow, I'm gonna put my bow to the side, and I'm gonna assume my guardian soul form.
Okay.
So you see this creature stretch their arms out even further than they already were as their body twists and contorts into the shape of a tree, very similar to the trees nearby. Bosco, for your reference, she is now large, and speed is down to 5 feet.
Correct.
But my reach is increased by 5 feet.
Excellente. Boom.
Sort of turn my head around and I see that the only thing you hear is, "Holy shit!"
That's gonna have to be my turn.
Excellent. We are back to the top of the turn order. Brand, as you look to the north, you see another strange creature, but this one looks a little bit different than the other 2 that are still in your peripheral and right in front of you. This one looks a little bit larger.
Oh,
Yeah.
big man on campus.
Indeed, but it is your turn as you watch him start to shamble towards you.
All right, well, I am going to, instead of going for my short swords, because I have the crossbow expert feat, I'm going to shoot 2 crossbow bolts at the guy who's within 5 feet of me.
Excellente. I told you you'd like that feat.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have to take an attack of opportunity to use the longsword. Would you be nice to my creations, you hit?
Oh,
Look,
You hit
one of
twice!
them-
I'm being very nice. I'm being
Okay.
very nice. I'm sending him back to the earth where he belongs.
Sci-Fi, I need you. Brand.
Sci-Fi is not going to be on the death pool.
No.
Nope.
No.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right. I did this to myself. I made this character broken because I played one of these two.
You told me to take.
I did. I did this to myself. All right. So as this thing shambles towards you, you notice the big tree morph itself, and you go, "Oh, well, that's interesting." And as you turn around and this thing gets in your face, you put the thing up to its temple point blank and pull the trigger. And as it recoils back, you reload very quickly and take a shot to its gut and watch it drop to the ground, dead. Because
All
somehow you did exactly the right kind of damage to the. Well, there it goes. What else would you like to do, Brand?
I would like to coolly combat roll up here towards the big guy.
Cool. And do you have a bonus action that you would like to do?
Not this turn.
How nice of you.
I heard bad things about bonus actions.
No, we just don't let Connor take them anymore. So as you roll up there, you would see this, just out of reach. If it'll paste.
Ooh, another ghoul.
Ooh, I can't believe it.
Stop it.
Stop.
Get
Get some help.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Call now and we'll double the offer.
4 ghouls for the price of 2.
Indeed. You see 2 more of the ones you just killed starting to shamble towards you as this big guy holds his position. All right. Let's see if I can actually do something. So we're going to start with the ghouls. Okay. 16?
Yep.
Fucking damn it. All right. So
Wait, does it tie?
No. I missed him by 1.
Oh, you missed it by 1.
I missed him by 1. Shut fucking otherwise it'd be aggressor wins. But they both swing at you twice, and as you combat roll, duck underneath both swipes, and as you come up, you run into this big mother trucker who will hopefully have some more success, or I'm gonna look real freaking stupid.
That's
That's
okay, because I'll look real cool.
Okay. I rolled the exact same number. I rolled the exact. So as you combat roll, past these 2 attacks, this last one goes to swipe at you, and you block with your crossbow and push him away. And then you begin to hear the sounds again of something on the dirt road. However, instead of the dragging of a foot, you hear the of almost like hooven feet. As you see,
Could it be?
could it be? No, it's not.
Is it you I'm looking for?
You see backup arrive. You see 2 humans, 1 male and 1 female, flanking a massive-looking minotaur. As I would need Grimharl to roll initiative, as the newest guard on patrol outside of the Alpha's den happened to hear this in secret. Yes, I had Monty roll.
All right, initiative 10.
Here we go. 10. All right.
For the podcast people, what does Grimharl
What
look
does
like?
Grimharl look like as I write this down?
Grimharl is a massive gray minotaur wearing a set of very intricate and almost intimidating chainmail armor. They have a helmet over their head with like chainmail running down like a mane. And they seem to be pretty stern looking. One of their horns on one side is like there. The other one appears to be capped in what looks like iron or steel on the other side. Aloft in one hand is a mace, and in the other hand is a light hammer. And they snort and look really pissed. And as they look at this scene, they kind of leer their head and go, "This used to be a nice neighborhood," and kind of begins to swing the light hammer.
All right.
Friends call me coach.
And you are now in the initiative. Why Hecate, it is now your turn.
Lit.
Yeah.
Do I?
Oh wait, I forgot. This little guy would absolutely. I need to roll for him real quick.
Well,
Might be. You might. Your AC goes up when you enlarge or down? Or does it stay the same?
I don't think it changes, actually.
Okay. So then you, if I'm not mistaken, 14?
Correct.
Fucking, if I would have rolled what I rolled on him on you. So this thing rolled. Shut up. I'm having a Monty moment. So this thing rolls up on you. He's going to take one swipe into your bark, and you watch him chip away a couple of pieces and just glare down at him. And now it is your turn.
Now it's my turn? Okay. Hey. Fuck out of here.
What?
Fuck!
No.
My God.
No, there we go. 15.
This is just
Okay.
like it's
gotta
just like
hit.
two entities just.
Yes, just slap fighting in the corner.
So
The 15 has to hit, right?
the 15 does hit. However,
Okay.
the first one is a miss, so I'm going to flavor it as he knocks off your bark. You slap him in the face and then run him through with your spear.
Well, it's my spear hand, but it's a
Yeah.
hand. So there's 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm also going to utilize my piercing thorns
Ow.
to deal an additional 1d6 piercing damage.
Be gentle.
Since I have hit him.
Be gentle. Ow! That was not gentle.
I mean, it could have been 6.
It's that.
Or
You know what?
7.
How? What? How would you roll a 7 on a d6?
It's plus my strength, boy.
Oh, but not on a d6. Anyway, you watch as this thing is run through with your spear hand, because that's cool. And as it looks to pull itself off, you whip it with these thorns for an additional 5 points of damage. This thing does not look happy or in good shape.
Cool. Well, I'm not happy either. So we have that in common.
It's true. Is there anything else you'd like to do that is effective in combat, however?
That is going to be my turn.
Excellente. We are back to the top of the turnover. Hey, Brand, you got 3 boys in your face.
I do. I'm gonna start eliminating boys from my life.
Boy, you know, we've all been there.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with the leftmost boy.
Okay.
No, that's the littlest one.
Okay, what?
There's a
Cypher,
26 to
Jesus.
hit
Yeah.
for 12
Oh,
damage.
my
Dear
God.
Lord.
22 to
Yeah.
hit,
Oh,
5 damage.
No,
Yeah.
Ranger is underpowered, cries the masses.
I did this to myself because he
Me.
can shoot in melee.
Heavy
also-
also scary.
So remember to keep track of your ammo, by the way.
Yep, I've fired
I think that's 6 now.
6. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm at 14 bolts remaining.
Yep.
Bullets.
Did I not tell you that this?
Bullets?
Did I not tell you that this would be broken?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's using bullets.
No.
I said
All right.
bolts.
Crossbow bullets.
So normally you're supposed to geek the mage. I'm gonna have to geek the Brand. All right. Anything for your bonus action?
No. Well, actually, technically, I still have concentration on Hunter's Mark, and I didn't move it.
That is
and the
true.
other guy died. So, I'll put it on the big man.
The big man.
The
Mhm.
big man.
The big man has been hunter's marked. All right.
4, 3.
I appreciate you. Anything else?
That will be my turn. I put
Excellent.
2 spell cards face down.
You've activated my trap card. All right. The enemies are going to attempt to hit Waihakeda once, and they're going to swing at you 3 times, 1 for each of them.
Hey, don't.
Okay. So Waihakeda,
Yeah.
you continue to be in a slap fest with this thing as it reaches out to try to hit you, but it is still impaled on your arm and can't reach you.
Oh my God, can we flavor it like it tries to swipe at me and I just push the arm a little further away so he's just swiping at air?
Yes. You literally, what I did to Monty, that's what you're doing. It's just
Excellent.
out of reach.
Excellent.
Thank the Lord. Also, Brand, I am going to need from you a Constitution saving throw.
Coming right up.
Okay.
All right.
That's
There is a specific rule that says
All
no,
right.
No
witchcraft
sorcery at the table.
What are you
What the-
doing?
Fucking, oh my
Like,
god,
it's
Cypher.
beginner's luck. It's new guy luck.
Work for Roll20.
Seriously.
We finally found him, the anti-Connor.
It's true.
You know what this is? It's Roll20 trying to win me back after I migrated my games to Foundry.
Oh, well, there you go.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I have a question. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Good. I just wanted you to say it. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. You watch this thing reach back and rake across your chest for 10 damage.
Youch.
Yup. And I'm going to need another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
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 I can't.
I can't.
Not.
This is unreal.
Alrighty then.
Oh.
Well,
This
Okay.
is absurd. You really
Okay.
are the anti-me, aren't you?
This is
Cypher, what the fuck?
double nat 20s.
Connor, I figured it out.
Okay.
You and
That's
I
where all
can
my
never
luck is
roll
going.
well because he's doing all the rolling and stealing
yeah.
all the good numbers.
God, I
we
wish
need
I
to
could
eat
look at
him to
chat.
gain his power.
That's perfectly in character for me.
No
so.
wonder the
All right.
ghouls want to eat him.
I'm gonna attempt to hit him again, but at this fucking rate, I don't even know why I'm bothering. Fucking yes, I fucking hit you.
Okay.
Twice! Yes! Excellent. I hit you 3 times in a row. I'll take it. It's the little things that count. Because apparently you're gonna nat 20 everything I do to you. It gets I rolled the wrong one. There we go. These are smaller. That was just pathetic. 5 points of slashing damage from the one directly in front of you as it tag teams with its partner, and I'm gonna need another Constitution
it.
saving throw. And if you roll a 20, God help you!
Oh, no, that's a 4.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Roll 20 was like, shit, they're onto us. Quick,
All
give
right.
them something bad.
You are considered paralyzed.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
That is not
that's very bad.
Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, paralyzed means, let me double check.
Anything
All
on you
attacks
is a
against you have
crit.
advantage and automatically
Advantage, yep.
crits.
Oh, so the next
Yeah.
one is already hit, so that's a crit. Okay,
Ooh, fun.
here we go. So I'm gonna roll this twice. Oh, there we go.
Can I use a reaction with this thing attacking him?
Are you close enough to do that?
Let me double check that. Yes, within 30
Then yes,
feet.
yes, you could.
I'm gonna use Rebuke the Violent.
Okay.
So I can use my channel divinity to rebuke those who use violence melee after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you. You can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yes,
and
it
on
is.
a
What's
successful
the
save, it takes half as much damage. My DC is 13,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
not great. Paladin
That's
DC,
all right, here
but
we
you know,
go.
it's fine.
Yay! I passed. So I take
But you
half.
still take half
Woo!
of whatever this is about.
This
to
might
be.
kill it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So the crit goes off, and then you're gonna give him damage. So we'll have to figure that out. So let's see what I roll.
Half
So
of
that's
whatever you roll for the
half of
damage.
whatever I roll for you, which is
As
this is gonna
radiant
be bad.
damage, specifically.
Yeah, 4. So that's so you're gonna take 4. Okay, you're gonna take 12 points of damage from the crit.
Youch.
Yup. And then this thing is gonna take 6 points of radiant damage. So you watch this thing strike you in the chest, and you actually watch it tear through your armor a little bit. But as it does, you also watch the hand that's tearing into you start to disintegrate as you watch this radiant light almost evaporate it into dust.
You keep your hands to yourself.
Fucking hell. Nice work. And that's the enemy's turn, and it is now Grimharl's turn.
I snort and stamp down on my feet a little bit, and I'm gonna go charging in with my mace at the ready.
Ow.
Sweep the leg.
Which one has been the target of the attacks of this strange, sassy lost child?
The one you just eliminated, so you see the other two are looking very fresh.
The other two looking really fresh. I'm gonna sweep up behind this guy here.
Okay.
And what spells did I prepare? I am going to
Cast
Sorry.
Dancing Lights at level 4.
Yeah, right? Oh, hell yeah, dude. You know what? Fuck these guys. I'm gonna cast for my bonus action magic weapon on my mace.
Ow.
So I gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage, and it now counts as a magic weapon.
Okay.
And that is my mace. So let me roll, and I'm gonna make a mace attack with my regular action. That's gonna be 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is going to be 4 bludgeoning damage.
That's 5.
Legend.
5 bludgeoning. 5 bludgeoning, and it's magical, so there you go. And you know what? It's a free thing. I'm gonna smite.
Ow. Ow. Man, I wish I could smite.
Can't hear you smiting.
Fair enough.
Paladins
What
get
kind of
extra
smite?
It
Paladin
is, it's just a
Go ahead.
general paladin smite, so it's the general one.
Got it. Okay, divine smite.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh god, I didn't put it in my thingy because I'm a big stupid moron. Divine smite is...
I think it's D8, isn't it?
It is a D8. Yeah.
Correct.
Uh,
Not that I would know.
and the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend.
And it is.
So that's gonna be 2d8.
Correct.
Boom. 9 points of
Ow.
damage on top of
Okay.
that.
Yup. You rock this thing as you send that same radiant damage through this one. It doesn't incinerate, but you do singe the rotting flesh of this creature.
All right, and I snort and I end my turn there.
Brand, you would recognize this is the same magical effect that incinerated the one directly next to you as you watch this massive minotaur just kind of stroll up. Do you get a second attack at level 5? I believe you do.
Oh, I do! Holy shit, I'm a
Yeah.
paladin!
Would you like to?
I am
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
would
if I get
love
one,
to.
you have to get one.
Yeah, I was like,
yes.
I've played a 5th level paladin in some campaign somewhere.
How could I have forgotten this? Okay, yeah, let's go again.
Hit him again.
Fucking... do I get a
Well-
flanking
You're flanking.
bonus?
You do, and that's just enough to hit him.
+1, so...
+2 is for flanking.
13.
Yeah, but then I have the magic weapon.
Oh, the +1.
which is-
Oh, yeah, you absolutely hit him.
Paralyzed. I don't know.
Die! 6 points.
Oh,
of damage.
almost.
7
Almost.
points of damage.
7 points of damage. And it's magical.
Ah.
This thing is barely standing.
You son of a bitch.
Anything else, Grimharl?
That is all I have, literally everything.
You notice your 2 guards looking for orders that are with you.
Oh, I will turn to them and be, do not just stand there, help!
They're new.
You're interns. It's okay.
Yeah, they're interns.
One of them's carrying coffee.
Oh! Oh, one of them won and one of them 20'd. That's
Oh my
amazing.
god.
Tweedledee
Name
and
for right
Tweedledum,
now-
ladies and gentlemen.
But you'll be happy about this. The female just nat 20'd while the male strolls up and completely misses this thing. Awful. Let me roll severity. It's just a miss because I rolled another 1. Thank God. But this motherfucker's about to crit and do almost max damage. In my brain, 24. Fucking. You watch what you know as a female werewolf in human form walk up to this creature and slice its arm off.
As Grimharl watches it happen, she kind of looks a little wide and goes, yes, that's good form. Oh shit. Huh.
Nice. That was that. Allies. Why Hikeda?
Cool. Question for you.
Yes, answer for you.
Since I am a size category larger, can I throw this dude?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay. It's just standard rules for throwing and based on strength kind of thing.
Correct.
I'm gonna attempt to throw him at the big guy.
He's going to attempt to hold on, so it'll be a contested athletics.
Okay. So you want an athletics roll?
Correct.
Be strong.
13.
That's not bad.
He natural 20. I'm sorry. As you go to fling him, you watch him, almost sensing that it's coming, grab onto your spear hand and keep himself planted on there so as not to be flung.
Right. Fuck him. I'm slamming him into the ground.
You can continue the motion and crush him. Go for it.
You just want a regular attack or
Attack,
what?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
can't. I don't.
The nat 20 on the
Oh
other
my
side from.
God.
Oh my god! The death pool. The odds are rising.
Is it too late to quit?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding
Fry
me?
can't miss. You can't hit, and this is man. We're off and running.
And Grimharl's just here for the food.
Embarrassing.
Oh
It's a,
boy.
year, it's a year later and nothing's changed.
I'm so well. It's only been a week.
Hey Mark,
in
we're gonna
games,
play a
so
fun
that's
game. Give
fine.
me a high or low.
High.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Oh.
That's just
You, oh god, and I rolled max damage. You go to slam this thing into the ground, and you actually break off some of your bark and take 4 points of damage.
goodbye temporary HP. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am at least gonna attempt to move.
Okay, with him, yeah, you can move 5
Yeah.
feet. I'll let you consider
There.
him as grappled.
Yeah, I'm just moving closer. That's
Yep.
all I can do.
All right, is that turn?
That's it.
Brand, you are still paralyzed. Let me double check if you get to repeat the save. Uh,
Tried to free my hands. Couldn't do it.
it can repeat the save. Yeah, you can repeat it one more time. So it's gonna be
Constitution
correct.
8.
Not good enough. You are still
Ooh.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
oof.
Yup. I also need for Grimharl
Mhm.
and your 2 boys to give me a Constitution saving throw as you can smell something on this thing.
Ooh.
Uh-oh,
Constitution.
stinky.
21.
That will be enough.
Connor at the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that you? I thought that was Connor in a different room.
That's gross.
Look at me. I am the Connor now.
You
had my
watch
mic muted,
once
but I
again
said
the female werewolf kind of cover their nose with their arm as they hold the sword in the other one, but you watch the male begin to cough.
He is not having a good day.
Jerry,
He's not having a good day.
fucking Conrad here is having a rough first day.
Listen,
Conrad.
every party needs a Gregory. All right, leave him alone.
No, he's Conrad. No, I've
Okay,
decided
great.
this.
Okay, well, that's just he's okay. We're
Who's the
gonna
other
swing. I'm. These
Phyllis.
2 creatures noticing that Brand is a sitting duck are both gonna swing at him. Oh, and that's a crit.
Well, they
Yeah.
automatically crit.
They automatically
If he's
crit
there.
anyway.
And that's also a crit because he hit him. All right, I don't even need the advantage. Fuck. All right, here we go. This is gonna be fun. So you are this one. 4, 7. Wow, really, Bosco?
I like the sound of that.
So you take 13 points of slashing damage as the
Okay.
larger one claws you in the chest.
Oof.
And the second one, there we go. That's better. Much better. I appreciate you. And 7 again. You take 14 more points of additional damage as one claws you high, the other one claws you low.
I
And
am
that-
unconscious.
And there we go.
Oh.
All right.
We're off to the races.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. One of them is down.
I wish I could help, but I'm all the way over here.
Down.
Yes. So, Grimharl, you watch these 2 things slash into this creature. You're not exactly sure what they are. You definitely know that they are living, or at least they were. They seem to still be breathing, but are down. And then I guess I try to hit Waihikeda again, which that. Fucking damn it! This thing can't hit you.
We are tangled in a ballet of mistakes
Of
over
misses.
here.
This you again. You stick him out. He cannot reach you from how far you have him extended. Great. That's just great, and that'll be their turn. We are now back around to Grimharl.
I am going to assess the situation.
Dude got fucked up.
I am going to take an attack of opportunity from the big ghoul as I'm going to come over here and attempt to do a
Alright.
lay on hands
Okay.
on this
Oh.
sassy lost child.
AC is 18, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you move away, this thing gashes you in the back. All right. Okay. That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it was attack of opportunity, so I'm not going to apply the effect. So you are good.
All right, I'm gonna lay my hands. I'm just gonna grab this kid's face. Is your character younger, Cypher, or are they older? How old would they be on
they're
first
like
glance?
Late 20s.
Okay, young. I'm gonna grab your face like a claw machine, like, and I'm going to lay on hands you for 15 points.
Okay.
Ooh,
You
Wake
have
up.
15. You have 15 HP, and I'm going to like lean down and you go, get up, and I'm gonna give you a little slap on the side of the face. I am going to. What am I gonna do?
the lay on hands was an action, so you have a
That
bonus
is an
action.
action. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna drop the shield and I'm gonna do a light hammer attack on this guy here.
Okay.
It is a shame that light hammers aren't just
19.
That will hit.
That's going to be 6 bludgeoning damage to him.
How would you like to pummel this thing?
I literally am going to slap Brand on the face and be like, get up! And then immediately as this thing reaches for me, I'm just going to do like an uppercut swing and just knock its head clean off. And as I turn back, I'll go, get up!
Brand, you watch as the head lands right next to you, as this thing went flying up in the air and boop, right next to you.
Oh, this is terrifying!
Is that turn, Grimharl?
That is all I can do. That's going to be... actually, you know what? I'm going to move to flank with my... Which one is Phyllis and which one is Conrad?
Conrad is to the south. Phyllis is to the north.
All right, I'm going to flank with Phyllis. She's going to get a promotion, I think, next quarter.
Congratulations.
Be fed to the
Your flank allows them to hit.
All right.
All right,
Hell yeah,
here we go.
Phyllis.
Oh my god, really? Why are they better than what I... Okay.
Can we trade Phyllis for me?
I mean, they're rolling better. You watched Conrad trying to swing his sword as he's pushing through a cough, as Phyllis just, again, slices through this thing's chest. All right. That was that. And now we are back to Waihakeda.
Can I use an action to impale this thing on one of the tree's branches?
I will allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so give me an attack roll. Please roll better than a... Yes, you got it.
15. Okay. So I'm basically like saving him for later.
Yeah,
Just
that's fine.
Painting him on the tree. I'm gonna use my bonus action to end my guardian form.
Okay. Roll damage on the spear, by the way.
Oh. 6.
6. Okay.
Nice.
So he's going to take that damage as you impale him on the tree. Still alive.
And then I'm gonna return to baby form.
Babu form.
Become baby.
Become as baby.
And
Yeah, 9-foot tall woman, baby.
move here.
Baby.
Yeah, it's pretty baby.
It's baby for a tree. Pharaoh,
Baby
come on.
sapling.
You know what? Fair, fair.
And that is my turn since I used the action to pin him.
All right. Brand, we are back to the top of the turn order.
Okay, well, Hunter's Mark isn't up anymore because I went unconscious.
Correct.
So I'm gonna use...
Oh, I should take that off.
Yeah, I'm gonna use half my movement to stand.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'll shoot a crossbow bolt, and maybe two, if it doesn't kill him, at the guy who was left in the tree.
Okay. Get up. Massive monster in front of me. I'll shoot back here.
You missed one!
Motherfucker!
Jesus
And you
Christ.
just...
So hang on a
Oh my
second.
God.
So, Waihakeda, you put this thing up on the tree to save for later. You watch this creature next to you turn around, say that you missed one, and shoot its head off as the body falls off the tree.
And I'd like my second attack to be on the big guy.
Okay, that'll hit.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh my
And
god.
you just regularly do more than 10 damage too. This is
Yep.
hilarious.
He's rolled almost max damage the
Consistency.
entire time.
Yeah, I'm riding high
This
right
is-
now.
It's a D10. It's just
Connor,
crazy.
Yes.
this is the Balasar experience from the outside, is what this
Yeah.
feels like. dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Can any of
So,
us cast
That's
haste?
my turn.
That is your turn. Thankfully, we get back to the enemies. And why Hakeda? I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Just regularly? He doesn't have to hit me or anything?
No, because you are within his radius. It's a radius
16.
effect. You pass. You also, I should say, smell that very disgusting odor and kind of put a hand over your mouth.
Connor, you farted.
What? I know.
It was the odor. He was providing a fourth
Why Hakeda?
4D experience. Yeah.
You watch this thing try to slash at you for 11 damage. And I need another Constitution saving throw from you.
Ow. Seven.
As this thing slashes into your bark, you go to retaliate and feel your body freeze as you are paralyzed. And you're lucky that they are out of turn. So, Grimharl, it is now your turn. Monty,
Monty, you're muted.
mute. The mute button is evil.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I had to deal with the cats. I'm so sorry. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna watch this person shoot that and kind of cock my head like, all right, that works. I am going to move around this guy, and as I run around behind this ghoul, I'm going to turn to Wahakeda and go, "We really need to stop meeting like this." And I'm going to swing twice with my
Good reference.
mace.
I appreciate you. All right.
I would respond, but I am paralyzed.
It's true.
21.
Yes.
That's going to be 9 bludgeoning damage.
How would you like to finish off the big one?
I'm gonna baseball bat swing this thing, and I just want to shear its head clean off, and I want the body to fall on Conrad.
You fucking hazing the guy?
Conrad, as you are turned around and shoot and are very impressed with your shot, you feel a body.
Conrad the werewolf.
Conrad.
Oh, the werewolf. Sorry, my
Yeah.
fault. I don't know why I heard Brand. Conrad is going to have his sword up, be covering his mouth as he coughs, and as he looks up to attack, you're going to watch the body fall on him and completely drive him into the ground. As he goes prone, and this thing is dead, and you see him trying to push the body off of him.
How long does paralysis last?
With them dead, it lasts a minute. So, but you would be able to repeat the saving throw on your turn. So with combat over, I will let you repeat the saving throw.
Okay. 17.
And
Hey.
as you watch this thing die, you feel movement return to your body.
Cool. Almost immediately, Waihakeda will turn towards this pale figure that she has never seen before, and glaring down at you from her full height, you can tell that her posture is still somewhat aggressive, as she says, "You should not be here."
Oh, I know I shouldn't been here, but I've been here for 2 days now. If you know the way back to the mountains, you're welcome to show me.
I think
Where
you are
are
quite.
you from?
I'm from the Calderon Mountains,
Motherfucker.
on the outskirts of the Turcid Empire.
Fuck you, Bosco.
Let me guess. He's from a world that we recently played in, isn't he?
Man, do you remember the mountains you were in?
Oh, you motherfucker! Alrighty, cool.
Yep. So for those of you who don't know, I ran an in-person game for Monty in a universe that Mark has a long-standing character in, along with Sarah Williams, Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. Yeah, that's where Sci-Fry is from now. Well played, Sci-Fry. I appreciate you.
Are there any mountains nearby this area at all?
There are.
Would I know that they don't have that name?
Correct.
I'm gonna turn towards Grimharl. Another traveler.
I do not want to keep this one. We already kept Ray cool.
You haven't even gotten to know me yet.
There is
I'm
no
gonna-
room in the woods for his ilk.
I mean, the werewolves are hungry.
When they say that, Brand, you would remember that's exactly what you were looking for.
Oh, right. I'm looking for a traveling gaggle of shapeshifters.
Does that sound at all familiar?
You know that shapeshifters are often another name for lycanthropes, and
So
you know,
it's safe to assume that he means.
yeah, it's a logical deduction that that's probably just maybe what they call them where he's from.
Perhaps we should take this one to the Alpha and see what he has to say. Plus,
Yes.
I have to file in my intern reports, and I look towards Phyllis and Conrad.
One eye smiles, one eye glares. I suppose.
Yes, lead the way, tree fellow.
Wyatt is just staring at you.
I'm gonna look at Bran and just be like, all right, listen up, kid. You're no beauty contest winner yourself. All right, now get moving. And I give him a
I'm
little
an
nudge
orc.
with a knee. What?
That catches both of you by surprise.
Are you joking?
No, I'm an orc. I'm from the Calderon Mountains.
I have seen orcs in my time. You are no orc.
Oh, you probably think they look something like this. I turn into an orc, and they talk like this, and they talk about smashing stuff.
Well, I let him go. I'm like creeped out by it.
You watch what was a gray-skinned, rather small creature turn into a much larger, muscular orc, complete with voice change.
Oh, I do not like this.
Now it's Orktober.
I turn back into my changeling form. You see, I'm a weird gray mountain orc.
I don't believe you. Wyatt, with all of her grotesque features, is going to very slowly remove the elk skull that she wears, and you'll see underneath that she has hair that is pulled back into two braids, one on either side of her head, but it does appear very disheveled, like it hasn't been taken care of in a while. Her face is a similar gray pallor to the rest of her skin, but her eyes are deep set and very red. And she looks at you and says, I assume you will have a story to tell us, but here is not the place to hear it. Grimar,
Yes, let's get out of here
if
before
you
any more
will.
ghouls show up.
Yes, let's not let the bait keep attracting prey. Let's go. Get moving.
You watch both of your compatriots nod as they begin to move back towards the cave of the Alpha. Are you three following, or do you need a movement?
Oh yeah, we're gonna follow.
All right.
I'm intentionally bringing up the rear,
Yep, I'm
Excellent.
following,
keeping him in front of me.
And as you guys begin to make your way towards the den of the Alpha, we're going to shift gears back towards the town of Borovia, which means I need to do this. Boom. Again, let me know if it's too loud. Everything's a little bit different. Ray Cool,
Yes, hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
It has been a long week. You have seen a lot has happened, and you have been tired like you have never been tired before, with the revelations of what's happened back home to what's happened in present times in Ravenloft. It has worn you down. However, you have found some solace at a local tavern known as the Blood of the Vine. This particular tavern, unlike the one you were in the last time you sought some refuge, people here seem a little bit more lively. And you don't know what it was, but of all the taverns you've been to, this is the one where you feel the most comfortable. And I use that word very intentionally. Give me one moment to make sure it's all set up.
Can Ray Cool be at the bar?
He's
nursing a bourbon.
If you will see, you at the bar.
Yep.
It also allows you to smoke a little bit indoors, which is rare. You see some other familiar faces that have come in here drinking, conversing, and as you are at the bar, the bartender, a beautiful female elf, looks at your half drunk drink and lifts up the bottle to see if you want a little bit extra.
He'll slide the bottle forward. Of note, he actually only has one cigar left, so he's actually keeping that in a case. He's not smoking right now.
Well, there you go.
To describe for the podcast people, Reiko Warrunner is a tall, lean, bluish-green Saurian that stands at about 5'10" with a light brown underbelly. He wears a large coat with the sleeves torn off and a fluffy, soft interior with no shirt underneath. He has obnoxiously colored green pants and boots where his clawed toes pop out for comfort. On his hips are multiple sheathed knives, shivs, and other sharp things of various sizes and shapes. Facial features include a huge horn, that sticks out from his head and a slight underbite. He has a bright orange crest trailing down his head to his neck. And that's the boy.
That is the boy.
Right.
You have been staying with Sophia and Kopnos in Borovia since everything happened. Again, only a week's time, but it feels like months. This has been your refuge. And as you sit at the bar, you happen to notice an individual walk through the door. A very small, thin-looking human male with a pickaxe over his shoulder. And he begins to stroll right up to you, and with but a wave of his finger, already has the bartender pouring a second drink. This particular individual is not someone you have seen over the past couple of days.
New in town?
Oh, yeah, hi, my name is Jack. Nice to meet you. You are...
Ray Cool.
Cool.
You can call me Ray.
Oh, right. Yeah, Ray. Nice. I did the
Just-
right. Yeah.
Just
So, come here often?
Ray went to look away and then kind of looks back. Yeah, I like the spot. He kind of looks uninterested. His shoulders are kind of slack. It's obvious he's kind of down in the dumps.
Mm-hmm. He is going to insight you. Would you like to hide your feelings?
Nah.
Okay. So how do you feel with everything that's been going on?
Ray feels very, very lost because he kind of has nowhere to go. He has no leads on like he thinks his boyfriend's dead. He has no way to get back home. He's had to deal with Calamity dying. He's at this crossroads in his life where there's a million different paths he can go, and all of them seem miserable. It's also really cold and not sunny here, so like his colors are muted. He's not getting the sunlight that reptiles need. At least enough sunlight.
You see this individual kind of put a hand on your shoulder and catch your eyes for but a moment.
He'll flinch at that, like.
And he will immediately remove the hand. However, as he catches your eye, you notice a very intense stare for but a moment before he almost blinks out of it.
You,
Can I help you, Jack?
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. You seem like you have a lot on your mind, and I hadn't seen you before. I don't see a lot of lizard folk around these parts. So I just, I thought I'd come up and say hi.
Question: have I seen any other lizard folk in my time here?
You haven't seen any.
Okay. Yeah, we're kind of a rare commodity, I guess.
Yeah, tell me about it. It makes you stand out in a crowd.
One thing you'll notice about this individual, much like everybody else, again, everyone seems a little bit more full of life in this place. It's weird. The moment you step outside and as you've kind of walked through the streets and been to other taverns, there's just a very dull, muted tone to both everybody's personality and almost color. And again, that doesn't seem to be the case here.
Can I help you, Jack? And when he says Jack, the teeth just grin.
Okay, maybe we got on the wrong foot. I'm not trying to be questionable or anything or, weird. I wanted to ask you a question because I've been looking for someone and I thought, maybe a man of your distinguished upbringing might be able to help me. You seem like you're well-traveled.
Distinguished. He swishes the bourbon. Well, tell me. Start talking.
Have you seen any ravens by any chance? Like ravens, like the, that.
Stating the obvious here, Bosco. Like, there's ravens everywhere, right? It's Ravenloft. Like,
Oh, yeah.
have you looked outside?
No, but like really big ones. Like normally they're kind of small and they fly up, but like really big ones. I've heard that there's really, really big, birds of a feather flock together, and I figured if I could find one, I could find a bunch.
He kind of gives you a very, intense look.
Really big ravens. Let me rack my brain. Have I seen any big fuck off ravens?
Give me a history check, I guess.
Oh boy.
Or a nature check, whichever one is better for you.
Yeah, that would be. Oh yeah, history.
Oh my God!
Ray's first roll of the game, everybody.
So you have been hanging around Sophia enough to know that there is actually a rumor going around that there are unusually large ravens that are in not just Borovia, but all over the place, in the woods, by Castle Ravenloft. So there is some validity to what he's getting at.
Coming to and from this tavern, yes. I've seen them. They're meteor. They're like the size of like turkeys?
Yeah. Oh, have you seen them?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of weird fuck off shit lately, so a really big bird is kind of, low on the totem pole.
Yeah. Well, I just, thought I would ask. Normally nothing comes in here but a bunch of low lives and burnouts, so.
Not
seems
inaccurate
interesting is what I'm saying.
as Ray sips some more bourbon.
You'll see Jack actually take a shot as well.
So, out of curiosity, and you feel a tap on your back, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, you're about to get kidnapped. Oh
Yep.
no.
That's a 9.
All right.
Am I under suggestion?
Nope.
Dominate person?
Nope.
Okay, what's happening?
So you watch as he taps your back and continues.
You do seem like you have a lot on your mind, and I guess it's your boyfriend, isn't it?
And that hits you in the core.
Ray is going to put down the drink. You better choose your words carefully.
All right.
Jack.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so I clearly have stepped in it. What I meant to say is maybe. Okay, was it Calamity? I don't know. I don't know which one it was. Sorry.
No, it wasn't Calamity.
Okay. All right. It just you seem like you're on a hair trigger kind of a thing.
I'm not on a hair trigger. I'm just frustrated.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
just frustrated, Jack. I kind of wrap my arm around him, bring him close.
Okay. All right. We're hugging now. Okay.
Let me tell you why I'm frustrated. I spent so much time digging up graves, plundering tombs, trying to gather so much gold. Do you know the shit I had to do? Do you know how much Saurians will do to you when you evade taxes? I'm wanted for tax evasion. I can't go back there. And on top of that, I did all that to make sure I could get me and my boyfriend a spot far away from that stupid country. We could get a spot in Fish Rib Archipelago and just live our lives. But nope, I have no money to show for it, because fuck if I know how to get back to our stash, and fuck if I know how to... Because my boyfriend's gone.
You see him pause after you say all that. He's looking at you, but he's almost looking through you. And as he does that, you feel a pain in your brain.
Oh, great.
Almost like it's trying to eke out of your ears. And you feel like someone's been in there.
Okay. Ray taps his temple. What the fuck are you doing?
You know, all of you are very annoyingly useless. But I tried. So I guess good to see you again, Ray.
And he's going to take your hand off of his shoulder.
Does that voice sound familiar?
Just a bit.
Ray cocks his head back. Didn't I rip your head off?
I have no recollection of those events.
So, can I insight that?
Sure.
That's
Oh!
a crit. Is this
Oh
who
my
I think
God.
it is?
It is absolutely
on
who you think this
fire.
is.
What's this we that you're talking about? We are not on fire. I haven't done anything.
You know exactly
nice
who this
plan.
is. You went to his
Now-
ghost town.
Ray sits down, actually. So, you're back.
Technically, I never left.
Was it your head that I ripped off? Or was it somebody else's?
Well, I'm here now. So, logic would deduce what, Ray?
I killed some random person or some sort of body double?
Bingo! So, here's what I need you to do, Ray. For me. Because we're friends, right? We're friends, aren't we, Ray?
No. But
You're alone in a bar, Ray, and no one wants to talk to you. We're friends, right?
we're not friends, but
Acquaintances?
yeah, sure, I'll take that.
Thank you.
Killing you's kind of pointless, I guess, because guess what? It's not going to bring my boyfriend back. It's not going to get my stash of money back. And I don't think killing you is going to open up some portal back to my world.
Nope.
Plus, I'd hate to make a bloody mess of this bar.
Yeah.
Bourbon's great.
Mm-hmm. Look, just do me a favor, Ray. If you happen to see any more big ravens, let old Jack know.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for you? You've seen me poof around and do things. Don't you think I'd be a good guy just to have in your hip pocket? You
No!
scratch my back.
No! I wouldn't! No offense, Jack.
Great. I should have talked to the lion. I should have been off to see the wizard with the frickin' lion. All right, well, great. I'm gonna leave you to your depressive bar, whatever it is that you do. And I guess I'll see you later. God. What if I become now that I betrayed everyone I've ever? And he just kind of leaves the.
Ray just as he leaves the door and just lets out the fucking once he gets out of the bar. Can I Arcana check for what the fuck he did?
Sure.
Oh, 2.
Man, that pumpkin's good.
He'd make an excellent pie.
We.
Le Pompicon.
Ray goes back to nursing that bourbon.
It takes you about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And as you nurse the bourbon, your head begins to kind of pulse again. And you instantly get the shivers of, oh, is he digging around again? Until you hear something that makes your blood run colder than it ever has in your life.
Greetings, Roadrunner. Haka Banemaw here. Gishath, through my action and divine intervention, is now alive. Wherever you are, make haste to Icewind Dale. We're there.
And it cuts out.
Can I strength check?
fuck.
Can I strength check to crush the glass?
You sure can.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait, did Monty hear that? She's muted. She better not be.
I
AFK.
heard that.
Oh, just a 2 strength save. God. Wait,
Yeah.
that's strength check. Whatever.
I can't believe our private Icewind Dale game is canon in this universe.
What the fuck is even happening anymore?
There's so much shit happening. Fuck.
Also,
Bosco.
Bosco, good job.
Yeah, I got
exactly
you.
what I
I
wanted
tried.
to
I
voice.
practiced. So for those of you who are lost, Monty and Connor are playing an Icewind Dale game with the father of Ray's boyfriend, and they
Father-in-law.
resurrected him in the
Yeah, he's
game.
my father-in-law. Yeah.
Father-in-law, exactly. And so he just got the message from their other game because Ravenloft includes everything, and boy, do I love messing with everybody.
I hope you guys like Kingdom Hearts, because there's fucking dimensions and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, we've just
Disney
become-
Hercules will show up in the
Monty, are
final
you having a
quarter.
good time? We've got
We've
Turza, we've got
we've just
Icewind
become-
Dale.
I just
No,
hope the
we-
audience isn't fucking confused.
We've
No.
become the Avengers, and if you haven't seen the other movies, you're gonna be really confused.
So long
God.
story
So-
short, Gishath, the person that he was upset over, apparently got better.
Is
So
alive,
Ray,
apparently.
Ray is gonna jump up and run out the door.
I assume you're running back to Sophia's.
Do I see that rogue by any chance?
Do you see the rogue?
Do I see Jack?
You do not.
Okay, I'm sprinting so fast that like if you need me to make like con saves, I'll fucking do it. Like
Nope.
Okay.
Just need to know where you're going.
I'm going to Sophia and Capnose.
Got it. All right.
And as Ray's running, just where the fuck is Icewind Dale? What the fuck?
There you go. Congratulations. I can't believe that I killed your boyfriend in Ravenloft and you brought him back in another campaign. So
I
congratulations.
didn't ask for
yeah.
it. I didn't ask
Well
for it,
done.
but I'm making it work.
Well done. Speaking of which, that brings us to you, Copnose.
Also, sorry to no your quest giver, Bosco.
No, you're good. The choices are the players and the players alone to make.
Thanks,
Copnose,
Olmec.
we return you to a familiar abode. It has been a very, very long week. Not just for you, but for Sophia as well. With the loss of Sumer and with your loss of Calamity, Sophia has been attempting to bury herself in whatever work that she can. She has eaten maybe a meal a day if you can get her to put it down. And she has pretty much rejected any advance that you've made to try to talk out the situation. How you have coped with it is up to you and you alone. But you have noticed that it is rocked Sophia to her core. And so far, she has been studying two things in particular. Numero uno is if there is potentially any other way to bring someone back to life other than the item that was used. And two, how exactly to move about the mists to try to get you home. It seems that she has a renewed sense of purpose to get you the hell out of this place. Currently, she is once again at her desk, eyes bloodshot, poring over book after book after book. Some books that you've seen her already look at 2 and 3 times, hoping that there is a sliver of a chance that maybe she missed something. You are currently in front of the fireplace, attempting to once again cook dinner for yourself and her, as the scene is now yours.
Mm-hmm. And for the people at home who might not remember what
Indeed
he looks like, Kopnos of the Embermane is a tall Leonin with orange fur that slowly gets darker until it becomes black near the end of his mane, where he wears small incense burners around the braids of his mane. He wears this sort of leather padded chainmail over a morning glory colored silken shirt and white cotton pants. Normally he'd be carrying a shield and a spear, but right now he is not. He has very light steel gray eyes, and he's just currently cooking a meal. Also, one thing to note as well, he is currently wearing Calamity's gauntlet on one of his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
And that has been blackened and from the burns she received.
Sophia, dinner is almost ready.
I'm not hungry, but thank you.
He'll just sigh and keep cooking until it's ready and then come out when it is.
You'll notice that there's a table to your north where typically you guys would have some kind of a meal and bring chairs over, but she hasn't even walked back in that area. She has moved between the bedroom, which has multiple beds, hasn't slept a lot, and being at that desk. As you notice her go towards the bookshelf once again to rummage through some of her books. There's to be in there somewhere.
He just slowly pads over to the table and sets their meals down. And then he'll
Kopnos, you
slowly
didn't
pad
touch my
over.
books, did you?
I did not, no.
All right, where did I put it? There has to be another one. I wouldn't have forgotten anything. Okay.
Sophia,
Yes?
I really think you should eat.
No,
You are burning the You are burning the candle at both ends, my friend. And you will not get any closer to solving these mysteries if you rush.
no,
Please.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. Here I go. 17.
You watch all of the energy that she had almost evaporate instantly as her shoulders go sagged. And she actually removes the hat from her head and throws it on the table. What did you make?
Ah. You will love it. It is cooked lamb with herbs and spices. Reminiscent of my home, but, well, I had to make do.
When you say that she'll love it, you see her kind of flinch a little bit. And as you finish,
I don't know what I love anymore.
you see her actually go towards the table. She grabs one of the plates as you turn the corner and just kind of looks at it.
Mm.
They make this where you're from.
Yes.
It's sort of like got some lettuce and a strange white cream sauce on it. It's set on some sort of pita bread.
Mm-hmm. You'll watch
Where I
as
am
she's-
from,
You'll watch her slowly lift up the plate to kind of inspect it.
where I am from, we call them gyros.
It is a gyro.
Yes.
You see her slowly move it to her mouth and for the first time in the last week, you see just a slight enjoyment of the juiciness of the meat as it's very well seasoned. And you see her going for a second bite.
He just gives an unapologetic smile as he sits down and grabs his.
The sauce is incredible.
Is that Ziki? Or at least as close as I could get to it.
What is a zatziki? Is that a type of creature that you have to bleed dry in order to make the sauce?
No, it is a dairy product.
Huh. Meals are a lot easier to make where you come from, it sounds like.
Well, perhaps.
I do appreciate you helping me. It is,
Of course.
haven't been much for conversation this last week. I know but I figure if I can figure this out, I can get you all home.
I know, Sophia. I am trying as well.
There has to be something that we are missing. I have seen the Vistani, they move through the mists. There has to be a way.
There is a way. And we will find it, eventually.
But how many
Take
more
heart,
people?
my friend.
But how many more people do we have to lose before you go home?
He sort of looks down.
I wish I had a better answer for you. But we mustn't think of failure.
As you guys are eating dinner, you hear a banging on the door.
I will quickly zip over. I'll just sort of like strike my thumbnail against one of my incense burners on my main, and just a smoky clone of myself will whoosh, appear next to me.
And so it does.
Rush over. It's going to rush over to where I set my equipment down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to whoosh, swap places with it.
Well, now you're
Grab
just
my
showing off.
equipment.
Now you're just being lazy, is what that is.
I wanted to get it out in case a fight breaks out. So
Never call me unless I
Uh-huh.
have to pick up your weapons for you.
God.
Smoke Me is going to go over to the opposite side of the door, and with the handle of the spear, I'll just push it open.
And you see this man, Ray Cool, out of breath from having looked like he sprinted across all of Borovia just to get back. You guys have not seen him all day. You are used to him going off to the bar to drink. However, he never returns this early.
Just bursting through. If I can puff through the smoke double, I think that'd be hilarious. But
If it's in the way, I will allow it if Connor's cool with it.
Yeah, it just
Dude, Capnos, Sophia, do any of you guys know where Icewind Dale is?
What?
What is an Icewind Dale?
I don't
Step in the circle.
know.
Reiko, you know the rules. Step in the circle.
Right. Sorry, I'm a little bit inebriated, but
You watch as he
I can
steps into the
smell
circle.
it.
You watch as he steps into the circle. It does not activate.
All right.
You close the door behind him and lock it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My smoke clone does it though.
so
Make him do all the work.
I have good news for me and bad news for me. The good news.
I'm just like checking him to see if he's like bitten or like under a spell or anything like that.
Yeah, you're inspecting him as he's just like he's
Too happy must inspect.
I'm grabbing you by both sides of the head and just like forcefully turning you from side to side.
So you notice Sophia move as this commotion happens, but Cop knows you were very pleased to see she still has the plate.
That smells delicious, by the way, but grabs your
there is
shoulders,
more.
Katniss. Oh, I'll dig into that in a second, but if it didn't come from him, I wouldn't believe it. But Capnos, have I ever told you about Gishath?
Have you mentioned Gishath?
For the sake of brevity, can I
Yes,
mention?
he's probably mentioned that his boyfriend is one of the reasons why he wanted to get back home.
Yes, you have.
My
On numerous occasions. I hear you mumbling.
Yeah, sorry. But his father, my father-in-law, he sent a sending spell to me. He's divine intervention, somehow magic. He's alive, Gishath. He's alive.
I just slowly like without turning my head, just eyes over at Sophia.
Sophia has her eyes narrowed at Ray Cool.
Oh no, it's like my friend who I love and cherish is alive. It's the best feeling in the world. And so
Oh, man, everyone
should feel this.
Getting a euro.
Oh, no.
Everyone in the
into your
room is
euro.
just like, that sounds like
Must be
necromancy.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. Cypher, like, oh, must be nice. I got a euro, so who's the real winner, huh, Ray?
So, and you'll also notice as he says that, as the eyes narrow, back to the table.
But he's somewhere in Icewind Dale, wherever the fuck that is.
I do not know, as we have established.
But I need to get out of here. But
Maybe
just as we're talking, like Ray's gonna serve himself some.
Icewind Dale. Maybe Grimharl knows where that is. I think she said she was from Faerun,
How the
wherever
fuck,
that is.
How the fuck did Haka Bainmaw get to Faerun? And by the
Sorry,
way,
you're-
this is delicious.
You're saying a lot of words and I don't understand. Are you saying that you need... Great, more work. Okay. I'm trying, Ray Cool. I swear I am trying.
I know you've been putting in the work. If I can help with anything, Sophia. I know I have a lizard brain, but I can. I know books. Like I don't know. Maybe you can knock over a pile or something, or like maybe.
Can I at least finish this? What?
Gyro.
Gyro?
Yes. Let us. Thank you for the meal, Capnos.
It's the first time I have eaten in the last 2 days.
My smoke double will go over to you and hand you a plate
Mm.
before.
And as you guys enjoy dinner, we're going to take our break there.
Sure, yeah, invite me over to serve you your dinner, but don't ask if I want any.
Man, the
Oh,
other.
Smoke
Man.
cap nose. That's nothing. Snow. Just give us the euro. Smoke cap nose. We don't care
Hi,
about
Smoke
your feelings.
Capnose. How are you? Oh, I'm good, regular
Oh.
Capnose. Thanks for asking.
Welcome into the halftime show, everybody. As the players get up and mosey about the cabin and do their necessary bathroom duties,
I already did all that because
Nice.
I'm an overachiever.
you are. I'm
Hi,
telling you,
Chad.
let's have a conversation about what the hell just happened. So, This is
First
great.
of all, fuck
I'm-
you,
Can we-
Bosco.
How about before we do that? Hi, anyone who's new. I hope you're enjoying things. This is how
That's
the
new.
previous session
It's
started.
Me, I'm new.
Oh, Cyphery, it's you.
Cyphery, you're still alive.
Oh my god.
For now,
You
So
almost
our-
made
our-
the death pool really happy or really unhappy.
right?
Yeah. You might have ended up on the death pool.
I think you're
But-
probably on it now. Yeah.
You
I
know,
you went
I-
from
I
being
thought
off it to
something
on it
was
to
that
we
it
don't
is
really know.
I think it's the new guy.
I imagine you're not too low though, because your rolls have been incredible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine you got paralyzed and all of the death pool people got, you know, the meme where they give laser eyes to something and it's like, that was the
Mother.
death pool.
Ooh.
But yeah,
then you
if you
then you
guys-
immediately turned around and fucking murdered the thing
Yeah.
I pinned to the tree, and they all turned into the Jackie Chan with his hands up over his head meme.
Yeah, this is the interesting thing about Bosco's Ravenloft is we all start separated, and it's happened twice now, which is very interesting.
It
so
has.
I'm curious how the gang is gonna all get back together.
He'll Scooby Doo it, I'm sure.
I
It
can't
made more
wait.
sense. I didn't want to split you guys up. And here's the other thing that I didn't notice that I do, and I didn't want to do it this time, but everybody wanted the cast. I always start you in the forest. Why Hikeda started in the forest. We started in the forest this
Well,
time.
last time we
Shadow,
rolled it.
Shadow War started in the forest, and I'm like,
Yep.
I guess I'm just starting in the forest all the time.
We
Did
did
Shadow
roll it
War
last
start in
time.
the
It was
forest?
completely up to
It was random last time, and this time everybody wanted it, but it's still the thing.
Well, we didn't know it was gonna be in the forest.
It's true.
We just
Oh
wanted
God, here we
Ivory in
go.
Here we go. So, Burnout Vaughn with 100 bits. And now for the official death pool betting odds. Remember, the higher the odds, the longer shot they have of dying. Mark is at 5-1. Monty 10-1. Connor is 15-1. Cy and Thero tie for 35-1. TPK and Bosco Mercy tie at 50-1 odds. In honor of Citric missing this year, I'm betting on Mark. So, buddy, can White Hikeda just choke on a chicken bone or something?
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I
We
mean,
are
I
happy to have
accept that I'm still at the top. I accept that.
were
Especially
nuts.
after my first few rolls were just like, nope.
Welcome to the death pool,
I
Sci-Fry.
did like watching you waltz with that ghoul for a couple
Oh my
turns.
god, dude. Like, we've
Just
never played
holding in a
together
loving
before, but
embrace.
understand that that is pretty common. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if we're at a table, if we're playing Roll20. That's pretty
You-
common.
You did good at the table. You did good at the table. You didn't do
Oh
half
no, if
bad
you're
at
talking
the
about this
table.
last time that we did, that was a freaking miracle.
Yeah, so
That
don't
went so
count your
much better than it
chickens.
could have.
One,
I
one
like
time,
I will be right back. I'm gonna grab snacks. I will be right
one
back.
one time it was just me and Mark just sitting in a Discord server. He was playing not Divinity, Baldur's Gate,
Yes.
and he needed
Oh,
to beat a
fuck that
3.
shit.
He needed to beat a 3 on the dice 2 times, and he couldn't do it.
I had to reload like 20 times to actually pass that. It was just a 3.
It wasn't
like-
a stream. It wasn't a D&D game. It was Baldur's Gate. Like nobody else was there.
And it was just a 3. Do you know how statistically impossible it is to have to roll 40 times just to get 3 or higher twice? Ridiculous.
Insane.
And then, Bosco knows that time that I rolled 7.
By the
in a
way,
row, and-
thank you for everybody who has stuck around for the first couple of hours. There's
Yeah.
a lot of you here, and we really, really appreciate it. This is really cool.
Hope you
Seriously,
guys are
chat,
enjoying.
I'm
I
like,
appreciate
God, there's
you
more than
guys.
5 people here. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's not just the party.
Exactly. You got the joke.
I thought it was very fun, the idea we had for my characters.
Right? I love that idea.
Yeah, no,
like I was
fuck that
talking about
shit.
like I was like, oh, I'm a changeling. I'm like a monster hunter. I was raised by an orc tribe, and they
So he's
taught me
like,
how
I'm
to,
a real
be
orc.
ranger. And then they're like, what if you just think you're a weird orc?
And he was like, I'm in for this. I'm like, good.
Good.
Yeah,
I was
love
like,
it.
also take crossbow expert. You're going to break my
That is-
encounters. And
that
lo
was
and
such a
behold.
mistake, Bosco. You giving him that with a heavy crossbow, that was a
Yep.
mistake.
Well, it fit.
Somehow
He didn't-
he-
I'm just going to skip my turn on every combat now and just let him handle it.
That's fine. Yeah, but here's the problem. He went down. Then what?
True.
Also, he needs ammo.
Well, Grimhauer was there. so-
By the way, Sci-Fry, I believe the way it works is if you spend a minute picking up your arrows, you get half of them
Yeah, I
back
get
after the
half of
combat.
Oh,
I get,
shit. Could we,
No,
could we
I don't
have
get
grabbed
half
our
of
arrows
the
back?
total, but I get.
So I'm just letting everybody know because going forward, I'm going to be a lot stricter about it. If you declare that you're actually picking your stuff up, I will let you get half of it back.
Yeah.
So for this time, I will allow you to retroactively do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it only half?
It's
half
only
of
yeah.
it.
The rule state if you spend a minute, you get half back. So I'm just going by rules as written.
Yeah, so I'm at 15 bolts now
Okay.
Yeah.
instead of 20.
I only
So I
shot
spent
twice. I missed both times, but I got 1 arrow back.
So for those of you that are confused, in the original Ravenloft, it was revealed that Ray Cool had a boyfriend called Gishhath, who is based on a card that he really likes in a particular game. And he decided to make a canon that they were boyfriends, and it turns out he was dead. It was the very first scene in Ravenloft. If you guys haven't seen it, he finds out that his boyfriend is dead, and he goes after the killer. And by the end, he actually gets him. But he was very upset because he lost Calamity, he lost his boyfriend. Flip to the Icewind Dale game that he's playing in with Connor and Monty. Apparently, the dad character of said dead boyfriend was able to get him resurrected in their game separately. And I already had an idea for how I was going to motivate Ray in the first place. But he messages me and he goes, so we actually resurrected him in our game. Can that just be canon?
You want to run with that? Like,
And I'm like, I can make this work. And so because sending works across planes, I actually rolled it. You have a 5% failure rate. You didn't fail.
right.
You actually, it was a sending spell. So you're able to do that.
That's wild.
Thank you.
Which also you also get 25 words in response if you want to do
and
that.
I wrote that out.
Yeah.
And you do a very good Haka. Can you sit in for our Frostmaiden games? And can you
No, I
just
can't.
say
Kevin Michael,
say,
no, he
mind
linked
for
me.
that.
He linked me to fucking Gourmash Hellscream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grommash Hellscream is Kevin Michael Richardson,
I was
and he
gonna
was
say,
like,
yeah.
"Did you just do this?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Kevin
just,
is like-
just copy his voice.
But
Like-
you have to understand that, like, Kevin is like VO royalty. Like, he is known as having one of the deepest voices in the biz. So
He's got a super deep
His-
voice,
even
and
for
I did
Bosco,
the best I
that's
could.
a stretch.
Which weirdly enough, my favorite voice he's done is the Joker. Like he did a Joker.
He did a really good Joker
He did
in
do a
the
really
Batman.
good
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah. I love that one. But yeah.
I will always remember him as Juicy from the PJs because I'm old.
Yeah, he's got a deeper voice than Arkolv. Arkolv's kind of there, but it's a little deeper, which should tell you something.
But I think it's just age.
Yeah.
I think it is just
Kevin's,
age.
Kevin's, I think, a lot older than Arkolv.
Yep.
Oh God, when Arkolv gets to like 50 years old.
He's
God.
just going to every time he talks, there's just going to be an earthquake.
For context, Arkolf is one of our friends who has a very deep voice. He is no longer allowed to laugh around children because he
Right,
scares
it
them
scares
with
them.
his laugh. Yeah.
So the other insider reference that none of you are going to get, but it's not super important to the plot. Mark, Monty, and my friend Sarah, who I mentioned, all played an in-person D&D game with me this past week when Monty was in LA, because Monty hadn't been able to play in person for freaking ever. And I put them in my custom setting. And when Sci-Fi was making his character, he pitched me the idea of, well, I thought I would be raised by orcs. And I went, okay. And he's like, yeah, like in the mountains or somewhere. I'm like, the orcs of my setting in
Hey.
this particular place live in the mountains. Would you just want to be from there? And then you can just pretend to be an orc? And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, it'll really mess with Monty. And he was like, oh, if it messes with Monty, I'm in.
You led into that with, do you want to fuck with Monty?
Yes, I did. The first thing I said is, do you
You're
want to fuck
such
with
a
Monty?
bitch.
And by the way, Bosco, I do
Such
want
a
you to know
dick.
he hadn't even finished saying it. He just said Cal, and I was already clenching.
Yep.
I was like, you motherfucker.
Yep. They were literally in the mountains
that's-
where Brand is from.
Yeah, like a week ago.
You guys were
Yeah,
in
we
those
were
mountains.
I be sorry about that.
All right. Dude, I loved your hashtag not a pirate character.
Oh
That
my
was
god,
like,
it was
Totally not
so
a
I'm a
fun.
marine.
Oh yeah, I was
so
gonna say
You can't spell
They're a
marine
little-
without R.
you really can't. You really can't.
Hopefully we'll be
Thero,
friends for a long time.
Thero, I played a marine iguana warlock, fathomless warlock.
Ooh.
Packed
I
to
Had
love
the
a
that.
very
blade.
odd
There's your
relationship
surfer
with
Lizard
warlock.
folk. She was a lizard folk.
Yeah.
I was a lizard folk, yeah, and I was.
Marine
Very odd
iguanas are
relationship with a
badass.
tentacle.
They look like Godzilla. They really
Yeah.
look like
Yeah,
Godzilla.
they look like mini kaiju. And
His name was Druk the Drowned, and he was totally not a pirate. He was a marine, and he died, but he got better.
did he have a sailor? Like, did he have an anchor tattoo? which would be hard with the scales, but
We don't know. No one. I had that long admiral coat that you know for like One Piece.
What
like
did you
the-
name your
Oh,
friend
yeah.
Kraken that you
Fuck
then end up
yeah.
worshiping?
Oh, it's
Oh,
on my
shit.
character.
It's on your
sheet.
note.
I
It was
don't-
something funny. I don't know what it
pretty
was.
good, yeah.
Stellar Coyote with 100
Legathos
bits.
or something.
Stellar Coyote with 100 bits said, got to meet Kevin Michael Richardson at a con once. Told him the first time I really associated his name with his work was when I heard him advertise Delta Airlines.
Oh my
Got a-
god, yes.
Oh
Got a
my
laughing,
God.
oh my God, from him in response. So here's a real one. The first time I ever heard Michael was when he did Goro in the Mortal Kombat movie, because that was his first
Oh.
PO role.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he
Was
was
it?
Goro in the 95 Mortal Kombat movie where
Oh
it's
my
like,
If you've ever seen
God.
that movie,
those are $500 sunglasses, asshole. Boom. That's him.
That whole thing, yeah. And that's on the upper register for Kevin.
Yeah, it's like, man, you sound
Incredible.
kind of young today.
Yeah.
Also, watch the Cleveland show if you want to see his range. It's disgusting.
Mm,
People are like, Kevin only does one thing. I'm like, nah, man.
no.
You don't know.
He's awesome. He's really, really good.
Blackfoot Fair, thank you for the lead bits. Grimolus Prime, thank you for the 95 bits. Fun fact, the 1998 American Godzilla movie was based off of the marine iguana. That's why.
Yep.
That makes
That's
sense.
true.
Like it seriously is just straight up Godzilla.
yeah.
Well, and that's why everybody was like, this Godzilla is so much sleeker than the original. It's because, like, yeah, it's a different animal.
I am going to refill my water while everybody comes back, and then if everybody's back, we'll start.
I'm sorry, but I think
I
it's
guess I'll read out
true.
some bits.
Alpha Rat says Monty plays only Goliaths or Scalies. Where's the lie?
What?
Wait, she's a
literally-
Minotaur!
I'm playing a
know.
Minotaur right now.
I know. I'm being a shit.
But do we know that Grimharl isn't actually
Just Balasar, the
Wearing
a fur
iguana,
coat.
yeah?
God.
Stein, Oz.
It's four
Listen,
just in
listen,
a Goliath trench
Listen,
Just
I'd be a
because-
fucking hypocrite. It's just funny.
Just because I have like 6 Goliaths doesn't mean I have a problem, all right?
That's like me with Wood Elves.
True
man.
story, her backup character is actually a Goliath.
Fuck off, Bosco. Now I have to change it.
Lol.
That's
Oh.
me with Wood Elves back in the day. Like,
Wait,
every
let me.
character
How many
made
Goliaths
was
do I have? I have Os, that's my boy. I have Stein, who's a statue. I have Vitya. I have Winter Spear, and I have Bulith. I have 5. I don't have 6 yet.
Yet.
I have a
We
feeling
say
you have
yet.
more than that. You just haven't played them yet. Like they're all built.
Also-
they just haven't been played yet.
Fucking my last character. I played a lizard folk. I'm playing a Minotaur right now. I play a black dragonborn to replace Stein because
Yeah.
he fucking died.
Yeah, Scaly.
And I played a human ranger. That was like that's 4 back. I played a normal schmuck. And I think before that, I played my drow rogue in the level 20 one shot that
That's right.
Connor ran. So you know what?
Yeah.
Chat, I'm gonna fight you and fail because there's so many of you. There's 614 of you, and I'm gonna get through like half of one, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be tired and want to go home and have a nap.
The second person's just gonna walk up with Timmies.
They'll walk up and be like Baja Blast, and I'm like, they'll be like, take a fall, Baja Blast. I'd be like, damn.
Tee Baja Blast,
It's
bro!
it's like a real life. What are they called? Oh, LARPing. It's like LARPing. Instead of casting a spell, they just throw Baja Blast at you.
They just poof.
No, don't throw it
Hit
at
you
me.
on the
Just
head
hand
with
it to me with a sippy drink straw.
Hit you on
With
the head with a
bendy
hammer,
straw.
and it sounds like
Did you ever try the icy version?
I did. I didn't like it as much as the soda version, but I
Yeah.
Okay.
appreciated trying it.
Okay.
Mark was witness for that. I drank it a little bit and I went, this is
Goodness
pleasant, but it's
me.
not. I
It's not
prefer
what I
the
want.
pure. Yeah, I prefer the pure fizzy, which is rare because I really like slushies. But the pure Baja Blast experience is just like, that was,
Now you know.
I
There's
Naru
You've been
Hodo.
enlightened. You Naruhodo.
Did you sing Naru Hodo?
I Naru Hodo now.
I don't know what that means. That sounds like anime.
It means I understand. in
Wait,
Japanese.
Cypher, do you not watch anime?
Street.
I mean, I watch Gundam.
Yeah, that's not really an anime. It's just robots.
What do
That's
you
a
mean it's
way
not
of
an
life.
anime?
Whoa, what?
Fuck
It's
you.
just robots. Robots are fine. That's the exception.
Which Gundam?
Oh, chat did not
Um,
like that comment.
That's fine.
Jesus.
Which Gundam? I watch. I've seen basically all of them.
You've seen all of them? Have I introduced you to my friend Zako Duo?
There are about maybe 3 Gundam franchises that I haven't watched, and they're on my list.
Have you watched? You've watched G Gundam.
Oh, of course I've watched.
G Gundam is
Thank
the best
God.
Gundam.
It has the best Gundam
Rangers
in it. It has the best Gundam in it, Holland Gundam.
You're
That's the-
forgetting about Tequila Gundam.
Tequila
That's
Gundam
a
is my
Dude,
that's my homeboy.
Tequila
right
Gundam
there.
is my spirit animal.
Fucking lumberjack Gundam, like
I want to
literally-
do. I want to do like a G Gundam tier list to see which Gundam is the most racist.
Also-
Dude, can we?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah,
Zebra
well,
Gundam.
here's the thing.
Zebra Gundam is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about freaking Kenya Gundam on the fucking
Yeah.
the mount?
It's fucking.
Do we have to?
Oh,
Dude,
it's so good.
The thing about that is all the other Gundams are national stereotypes except for Japan's Gundam, which is called God Gundam.
God
But
Gundam.
can we also talk about how the German Gundam is just a fucking ninja?
Yes, it's piloted by he practices the art of German ninjutsu.
German ninjutsu, and it's like what? Also, the best part is Master Asia's name is actually Master Asia,
Yeah,
which
yeah, that's-
means he's actually Master Asia.
Yeah.
Master
His
Asia
birth name
also
is
has
Master.
the horse
I love
Gundam
anime.
that is piloted by a real horse. That his Gundam rides.
Wait,
so
you
good.
said you've seen almost every Gundam, so that means you've seen SD Gundam too.
I've seen some SD Gundam.
To be fair, that's all you need.
We're making so many people happy right now.
I swear to God, every time we have like a mini series thing, like it tends to devolve into a G Gundam podcast.
Dude, G Gundam is so good though.
We should just pull the trigger on that one day.
Well, Bosco,
Yeah,
you were
let's
in
do
Can we
that.
wait? Can we do some like G Gundam D&D?
Let's do it.
There
Hell
is.
yeah.
There's actually.
yeah.
there's
I will run that
Absolutely.
shit. I will
I-
run some G Gundam D&D.
I started playing Lancer this week.
Yeah.
Mecha RPG.
Yeah.
I will do
I've
some
read
mecha
Lancer.
RPG. I don't care what it is. I'll do Armored Core. I'll do Gundam. I'll do Xenoblade. I'll do whatever.
You know what's
Wow.
wild about
Robo.
Lancer? You know what's wild about Lancer is that the artist who does Kill 6 Billion Demons did artwork for that.
All the mecha art is by that person. They're so talented.
It's so good. We
Bosco,
should
I
should
heard-
consider doing that for a short series, maybe.
Let's go Mechtober,
yeah.
guys.
My
Mechtober.
goal
Mechtober next year.
Once I
I-
become proficient in
maybe.
Lancer is to hopefully run something like that's just straight up in the Gundam universe.
We're gonna kidnap you and we're gonna make you run. No, it's just.
I-
Yeah, you're gonna have to run it.
Dude, here's the thing. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a Gundam super fan.
Well, then you're definitely gonna DM it.
I ran a Zoids one shot recently.
Oh,
I
I
ran
fucking
Zoids.
love Zoids.
And you
Yeah.
didn't tell me?
The name
Daryl.
is the cloud.
You know, the other
spent,
thing we
like,
could do is
3 hours talking
Monty
about
could just
Zoids.
bring back the S series.
Oh yeah, that series. Oh man.
Basically, like your pilot was your pilot, but like your class was like you could basically flavor your class to be whatever, and then your
Mhm.
operating system was your race. And so, like, I remember naming like the dwarf operating system like Hammer OS version 9. Human was
Oh,
Windows
someone-
10. I was
Just a
proud of
heads
that.
up. Somebody is scraping a plate in the microphone.
me.
If you are, yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
fucking
done now,
love
though.
Zoids.
He's
Mark
just
knows.
eating the plate.
Mark knows. No,
Fucking
no.
love
Fuck, I
Zoids,
can't talk.
too.
No, I'm mad at you, Thero, because you just said you ran something with Zoids. We spent 3 hours in VR chat talking about Zoids, and you didn't invite me? I'm hurt.
Okay, next time I'll fucking invite. Shit.
I'm gonna
okay.
roll up a liger right now just so I can make you angry.
Liger,
yeah,
oh come
Hero
on, you
Panzer.
basic bitch.
Listen,
Sorry.
there's nothing wrong with the classics, okay?
Listen, I've in the past year, I've probably spent like $300 on eBay buying old Zoid toys I couldn't get from my
Aw.
childhood. So
You are a dork, and I love it.
Should we
Listen,
continue playing?
I was
Sorry.
just gonna
This
ask.
is what people are here for now. They want to hear
Wait.
this.
Like, I need
Welcome
to finish
to
this
the,
conversation.
I got
Welcome
a
to the
new
Mecha
Gundam-
Anime
I got
Podcast.
a new Gundam
Yeah.
model kit the other day, and I'm excited because it's my first master grade model kit.
Dude, okay, I know I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite for saying this, but like, Cypher, if you're ever in LA, there's a place I saw in Little Tokyo that's
Oh my
like
God,
you would
yes.
die in. Yeah,
Yep,
you would cry.
Oh, yeah.
He might actually die in there, though. I don't
It was
know.
all Gundams all day. I literally took a picture and sent it to my buddy Zako because I know he's a huge Gundam nerd because it was the Zaku model. I'm like,
Mhm.
here.
All right, D&D, let's go.
Ready?
Gundam.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys are in your Mobile Suit Gundams and
up.
you're about to fight the
up.
bad
Yeah.
Gundams.
Is that
I get
Is
to
that
pilot the one that I
Strahd?
piloted in the show, right?
So I need
That's
one of
Strahd
you to
piloting
be
a
Liberty
mech?
Crockett real quick. I need you to be the
Monty.
football boxer.
Monty Glue piloting
Yes?
the Legger Zero Goblin.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, sorry. My cats. Sorry, chat. My cats are particularly meowy because I came back from my trip and they're very. This is the first time we've been split apart since I returned from my trip, and I'm probably just dead again in their eyes. So if you hear some meowing, I'm trying to curb it, but they're very upset. So I apologize.
Yep. All right. So we are back, and we are going to
Dinosaur story.
switch over to the Den of the Alpha. To which I need to change the music.
I'm just saying, you do not look like any orc I've ever seen before.
That's because I'm weird. I grew up in the mountains.
Right. I don't think that is a factor in the fact that you are not an orc.
It happens to goblins all the time.
I'm sorry, explain?
If you put a goblin in a rock cave for long enough, it becomes a rock goblin. They're very adaptable.
I just look towards Wahakeda. Is that true?
In the most like minute way physically possible, because you know her well enough by now, you can just make out the faintest sign of a shrug.
Also, sorry about the cat, and I lift up my armor and pull a cat out. I found it.
Just drop it at the
Has-
entrance.
It has my scent, so its mother will never take it back, and I put it back in my armor.
It just lives there now.
I like that you don't even. You're just like, I'll put it back. Fuck it. Oh man.
It is so pronounced.
Besides, it's
This
like
cat
my orc
this cat
uncle-
gives no fucks.
It's like my orc uncle Scragzag used to tell me I turn into an orc. If anyone makes fun of you, just kill him. I turn back.
That's
All right.
That's illegal.
Let's get back to it and actually show you what the den looks like. So, Waihakeda and Grimharl, you have been here before. You have seen this layout before. However, Brand, you have never been in here before. You've very rarely ever met anything that could even change its shape like you could. The orcs back home always thought it was a cool trick. You remember them always asking, "Do me next," in terms of which one you could look like. However, as you enter this massive looking den, which is inside one of these large mountains, it's the homiest that you've felt since you've been here. You're used to being inside of caves, much higher elevations and much colder, but it is homey. And as you make your way in, you notice a large pentagram carved into the ground, as well as multiple werewolves on the back wall of varying shapes and sizes. But in the top left-hand corner, you notice a massive black-furred werewolf. And you don't need to be told that you've seen a war chief before. This dude runs the show. As Waihakeda and Grimharl lead you into the room, every head immediately turns.
We're back, and we've brought a stray. And I kind of pick up Bran just by the scruff and kind of shake him a little bit. Not like aggressively, but just like swaying him, like, look at this.
I wave my arms. Hello!
You notice the alpha slowly move. Grimharl, you're the only one that would know this because you've been in close proximity to him for about the last week. He hasn't really moved off of that spot to do much of anything. He's given firm commands. He's made sure that things run. But he's been more reflective in the last week than at any other point since you've known him. And on top of that, you've noticed a gentler, kinder side to him around his kin as opposed to out in the real world, which is something you had also never been experienced with. But having brought a stranger into his domain, you immediately notice that that very firm facade is back on.
I'm going to take Brand just by the scruff and kind of pull you along. Do you resist, Brand?
No.
All right, you're coming with me. Come here. You're going to the principal's office. I believe this one is in a similar situation to us, where the mist has clay. They ignore the cat. It's fine. There's no cats.
I told you to take it out of your armor.
listen, all right? It'll attract the ghouls. It'll be a mess. It's part of my trying to be a better person thing. I would like to roll a deception check.
Please. And the alpha's
That
absolutely
can-
going to
can-
insight
so
you.
can deceive
Good
if there is
luck!
no cat.
Aren't
God,
you really
no.
bad at deception?
No, actually, I'm not proficient in it.
Oh, it's
but
just
I'm
you
not-
can't light a ray. That's all.
Yeah.
14.
Quantum cat.
Nope. He sees right through you, and you notice those amber eyes narrow at you.
I look away, just go. Anyway, more pressing matters.
Tell me about the stray.
I found him, engaged with ghouls just outside your caves.
Yes, they're still here.
I would never marry a ghoul.
I'm sorry.
You said we were engaged.
The alpha looks to Grimharl and then to Waihekeda, as if to say, really?
Had I known his mouth was so active, I might have waited longer to step in.
It just seems that this one is, as you would say, a few patches of fur short of a full coat.
What is your name, boy?
I'm Brand. I'm a mountain orc.
The alpha blinks again. Once again, you're a what?
I'm a mountain orc.
Give me a persuasion check.
Is it persuasion if I believe it?
Yeah, that's why, because I'm not making you roll deception. You believe it.
Okay.
No, his appearance now is strange.
Oh my
Oh my god!
Never
A
mind. Fuck it. I can't
23.
say anything to help. It doesn't
A
matter.
23.
I have a
You
plus
see the
6 for
alpha narrow his eyes, but as he makes that impassioned plea, the eyes lighten. The orcs where you are from are quite strange.
Yeah, well, I think it's just me. I'm a bit of a weirdo.
I don't follow.
Well, it's like my old uncle Skagzag used to say.
Waihekeda takes a step back.
I turned into an orc. Yeah, he looks real fucked up. He's funny. And then I turned back into my changeling form.
He seems to almost ignore everything you say after you go through your transformation. You hear as both of these guards move out of the way. And he steps forward. And you notice
Oh shit!
He turned
Oh, no.
invisible.
No, he didn't. He turned into a guy.
he sure did.
He's a man by
He's
V.
You
less
noticed
sexy
him-
now.
You notice
Monty.
Monty.
said
Listen,
that
I'm
out
just
loud.
saying.
Monty, you're
I'm
Monty,
on
you're
Monty's side. I'm on Monty's side. Turn back.
Monty, your Draco is showing. Please calm down.
Listen. Jack did great artwork on that.
Jack
werewolf
did
artwork, is
listen.
all I'm
Jack and
gonna
I know what
say.
we're doing. All right.
Yeah,
Jack and I
no,
absolutely.
I'm
So
not wrong.
you're not wrong. You're not. I know what I did. So you watch as the alpha, as he walks closer towards you, seems to shrink down in size, and as he does, you notice the fur recede into his skin, until you notice a human male standing before you with very dark, long, flowing hair, and he walks right up to you. If it will let me click, there we go, and glares at you. You're a shape changer.
I was born with the power to turn into orcs.
And how did you end up here?
Well, about 2 days ago, there was a terrible snowstorm, and so I went down to investigate and make sure that none of my orc brothers got lost in the snowstorm, as is of a valiant hunter such as myself to do, and I got a little lost, and then the next thing you know, I was stuck in a tree. And that tree was in this forest, and this tree is here. I can show you the tree.
He kind of looks to Waihekeda to make sure that's not the tree that they're talking about.
Rude.
And he does it. He's like, I can see him look at Wake, and I'm like, oh no, a completely different non-sentient tree. I simply fell upon my buttocks.
I did not encounter him on my rounds until today. I am not certain how he avoided detection for 2 days.
He's a skilled hunter.
But he is a loud hunter.
Well, of course, I was trained by orcs, of which I am one.
Orcs were never quiet. At least that much is the same. I have but one suggestion.
And you'll watch him take a couple of steps back as you once again watch him rise in stature, both in size and in intimidating presence, as he shifts back.
Good. Yes.
Yes.
Sage nod like, mm-hmm.
Take him to see the fortune teller.
Why Hakeda's eyes are gonna really narrow at that suggestion?
I'm sure that's wise.
Tell me, when all of you arrived, did you not seek her out?
That
I
is-
have always been here.
We did do this, yes. The whole group of us, including Calamity.
As you say that, that's the first time that you watch the alpha give any indication of vulnerability, and it's slight, and only you would pick up on it. But that hit him somewhere hard.
That is a long way to travel. Perhaps it would be best to get the gang back together. The pack, as it were.
I was going to ask where the rest of you were.
I believe Dracul is residing along with Capnos. I believe in... I don't have my notes.
Barovia! Barovia!
Seen no sign of them leaving Borovia.
I do not believe so.
Then seek out Sophia. You'll need as much help as you can get.
Do you wish me to deliver some words from you?
You'll watch him turn back towards his position.
Okay, well, try to be a good person. It's half works most of the time.
Might I inquire, what is it exactly we are to do? You say we need all the help we can get, but to what aim?
Because the road there is treacherous.
But why do we seek the fortune teller again?
Because they have a way with those that arrive through the mists. I do not believe this is an accident. I don't believe in coincidences. New flesh does not show up often.
The last time we threw ourselves to the whims of a fortune teller, we suffered great losses.
Then perhaps Sophia will have a better idea. I gave you an order, Grimharl.
Yep, I understand I am going. You are coming with me, and I grab
Yes, it is the
Bran.
start of a most jovial adventure. Forsooth for glory.
Oh my god.
And Grimharl.
I stop, but I don't turn back.
Tell Sophia I'm sorry.
By your orders, Alpha.
Now go.
Also, I have filed my peer review on Conrad and Phyllis.
Please tell me they were successful.
Oh, Phyllis did great. Conrad might need some reminders.
You see him step forward.
Make sure you send Conrad in.
Will do. Wahikede, I can only ask as I am not the Alpha, nor even as if I was the Alpha. And you watch as my mouth trembles. Could you please help me? Thank you.
She's gonna look back and forth between you and the alpha for a while. You can tell that she's pretty conflicted on the idea of following his orders, but ultimately her trust in you wins out, and she begins to head towards the exit.
Follow me. Stay close.
You heard the tree, and I kind of give.
Oh
Bran-
my
I let
God.
Bran go a little bit.
You guys are so rude.
I'm just saying, all right? I'm being playful. I'm not trying to be a dick.
Everyone just keeps calling me a tree. They're fucking right here.
Oh, you first you're a tree.
Well, stop being a tree, then.
Have you tried that?
Have you tried not being a tree? Oh my God.
Stop being yourself. It doesn't work. Oh my gosh. I love it.
And Waihakeda will exit without looking back.
On our way out, I'm gonna just turn towards Comrade and be like, cock my head towards the door and be like, "Good luck, man." And I'm gonna keep walking.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he did. Oh no. And no backup. Just fucking good luck.
Yeah,
All right.
good luck, dude.
So I will utilize both my natural explorer ability and my knowledge of the Sphalic Woods to take us back to Borovia.
Sweet. I will not make you roll because you have been there more than enough. It is the only other stop on your route. You have found new ways to get there undetected just based on where you've seen various ghouls and vine-like creatures pop up. Doesn't matter where they are, you've been able to navigate around them, and you are safely able to make it to the house of Sophia.
Actually, point of order. We have to stop at the gate.
Oh, the front
request-
gate. Right.
I have to
Yes, you
request
do have to
entrance.
stop at the front gate. I forgot who was in the group.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You do, in fact, make it to the front gate. You notice two very familiar guards, still lifeless as ever, standing watch.
They're dead?
I mean, they're alive, but I use
They're-
the term very loosely.
They're shift workers. They're basically
Right.
dead.
They're basically cannon fodder.
They're dead on the inside.
That's true.
Waihakeda will step out of the forest with as neutral a posture as she can manage, being the creature that she is, and stop a ways away from the gate.
Get back in there, cat. Stay.
This must be the Borovia you talked about.
I must request
Come
access
again.
to your gates.
Sorry.
I seek an audience with Sophia.
This one is with you. Looking to Grim Harl.
Both of them are. I can vouch. And I believe our track record has been positive. Not that I would lean upon that, but if you must, I may speak with your captain for assurance, as always.
He kind of looks back inside as if to get orders. And then you hear the gate begin to open.
You are free to enter.
Thank you. And I will begin to. I'll lead the way just to seem a little bit more responsible.
He definitely doesn't take his eyes off you, Waihakeda.
Oh, of course. That's all right. I'll kill him last.
Whoa.
Okay.
Alrighty
Okay. All right, so I'm going to need you guys to roll for initiative.
then.
I said last. I've got so many other people I have to kill before.
Yeah, and they're all ready.
Oh fuck!
They're ready to actions go off.
They were all waiting for this.
They were
exact
all
moment.
waiting for you to talk some shit.
One
No,
second,
okay, so
I'm
you
gonna-
guys get in.
I gotta deal with the
Yeah.
cat real fast. If you and
While we're walking-
Waihakeda and Brand want to chat, 1 second.
I was going to
gotta-
say.
Yeah, while
Yeah.
we're walking in, I'm basically following Grimharl, like wherever they go, and I'm doing my best like posture impression of a marching soldier, which is keep like very like robotic, just walking.
For the sake of the podcast and for Cyphery, do you want to describe Borovia as we traverse towards Sophia's house?
I would love to. So this is your first time ever being in this massive city. So what you see is a massive town, larger than any settlement that you have come across. This little town known as Borovia. You are at one of the large gates that leads to the pathway into Borovia. And you see a collection of single and double story houses, a couple of taverns. But what is so eerie about this particular settlement compared to ones that you have seen from where you are from, no one is outside. The streets are barren. And there is an eerie quiet to this particular area as I changed the atmosphere to match what I'm describing. The air is crisp, but the feeling of sadness and emptiness permeates from every gray structure that exists in this area. Every building as mundane and identical as the one next to it, seemingly designed to not stand out at all. And as you continue to walk through the town, there is but two places that stand out at all as having any semblance of interesting features to them. One of them is a tavern that, if you look at, you would recognize as the tavern whose name I'm buying time for, the Blood of the Vine, that our compatriot was at earlier, and a small single-story hut, the architecture of which is a little bit different than most of the buildings that you see. And Wayakeda, you would immediately notice this as the house of Sophia.
We will head in that direction, and upon reaching the door, we will, of course, knock with the secret customary code knock, which is...
Kopnos and Ray, you both hear a knock on the door. This one much less frantic.
Ray has 3 lamb chops in his mouth.
Keep eating. I'll get it again.
And as you say that,
You just open the door. Hey, you got any meat?
hey, bruh.
I'll just have my spear in my hand, not like pointed anywhere, but
My dude.
You notice the familiar face of Grimharl and Wayakeda and a strange gray figure in the back who initially gives you ghoul vibes, but then you realize is much more full of life than any ghoul you've ever seen.
just eyes hover on that one for a moment.
Greetings to you, resident of Borovia.
He is harmless, he's just stupid.
And loud.
I see. Well, good to meet you, and greetings once again to the both of you, Grimharl, Wayakeda.
Give a little side nod.
I'll step back and let them try of their own volition to enter.
Do you step forward, Grimharl?
Yeah, I step forward and I will stand on the circle. Actually,
You
you know
what?
what? I'm gonna grab this guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna grab Bran and I'm gonna
Oh,
like
Shove
place
in
him.
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him on the circle first.
Sophia is going to move over to the doorway, wondering what's going on.
and I guess as Grimhall starts pushing me towards the circle, I'm like, oh, this is a little presumptuous. Don't mean to barge my way in, but whoa!
Whoop. Sophia watches with great interest as this, again, very ghoulish-looking figure is pushed into her home, but onto the circle, which gives her a little bit of a peace of mind, especially when it does not activate.
I extend my hand to the lion man in front of me. My name is Brand. It's a pleasure.
I will, seeing that he wasn't incinerated, meet his hand with my own, and I'll say,
Kopnos of the Embermane. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I'm of the Calderon Mountains. I'm an orc.
Can Ray Can Ray choke on a bone for a second? Just like,
Absolutely, you can.
just like. Just in response to that.
I'm sorry, did you say you were an orc?
Yes, I know I look like a fucking weirdo.
Could have fooled me. I do not know what an orc is.
If you don't.
Oh, I
mind,
can show you.
Would you please?
I turned into an orc. They look like
God.
this.
Sophia immediately pulls out her crossbow.
Leaps back.
And then I turned back into my
Can I
changeling
lower the
form.
crossbow? Like, can I just hold it?
Yeah,
down
you
like
can if you want to push it down.
It's just like.
Grimharl, what is the meaning of this
Like
person
he's
being in my
like,
abode?
listen, it's like a werewolf, but it's like an orc werewolf.
She almost said thing.
A were-orc?
I'm a were-orc.
No! No!
Were you bitten by an orc?
No, maybe, but that was a joke. It wasn't for serious.
Above game Bosco, because I genuinely don't remember.
Yeah.
Does this circle affect Waihakeda at all?
It is not for the times that you've been in here. So your
Okay.
best assumption is that either because of where you are in your progression, you're fine, or it's been modified to accommodate you.
So I know I can enter safely.
Correct.
Okay.
It has only been a week, so you would assume that nothing has happened in a week to change that.
God
Right, I
bless.
just-
We
I just
have
couldn't freaking
we
remember.
we have our Ravenloft dumbass, and I couldn't
We
be
do.
happier.
Yep,
It's gonna get
we
us
sure
all
do.
Killed.
He's gonna get us fucking killed, and I can't
You know
wait.
what? I was just reminded of that bit from Adventure Time where it's the wolves that are wearing glasses. We're
Yeah!
not werewolves, we're Y-wolves.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But no one ever asks how.
Howl.
Yeah.
Well, you can step out of this circle. You are clean.
What's the occasion? What brings you guys here?
Hold on, I like T-pose, like I'm going through TSA.
Oh God.
Just kind of
Oh.
smiles as you step into the circle.
And you will notice it not activate.
Waihakeda will duck under the door frame and step in.
As you step in, Copnose, for the first time ever, you watch it go a slight pulse, but nothing happens.
I just look at Sophia and then Grimharl.
Sophia seems to be putting away her crossbow.
The Alpha has a message for you, Sophia.
What does he want?
He says I'm sorry, and that he misses you. That part's a lie. I'm lying.
Yeah, Waihakeda actually
Give me a deception check.
I just don't want to say something sad. I'm trying to cheer people up, so I'm lying.
Yep. Give me a deception check.
Where the fuck is?
Oh, good luck. Here we go. It's gonna be clutch. You needed that so bad.
Oh my god!
Fucking
That's
20.
like
I hope.
legit the only way you were gonna do it. Oh my.
Oh
God.
my god.
Wow.
I sensed it coming. I felt it in my
She
bones.
knows him. There's no other way. But for some reason, there's a genuine feel to your words. And Copnose, even more so than your food, you watch her smile.
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
He said that.
Well, yes. You know, shy, sort of looking away.
Well, among other things.
He's never said that he. It's very
Listen,
kind.
I was just supposed to deliver the message. Make of it as you will.
Thank you.
Copnose
We have
just-
Garos if you would like to have some.
He's just standing there like. Look at the chat.
Oh wait! Oh my god! You're a fucking muppet. God.
Just scrunch face.
I just imagine it's like TV static noises as you look over at Capno, so it's like. Anyway, as much as I would love to say that that is the primary reason we are here, we have a new lost one, and it has been advised by the Alpha that we take him to the fortune teller. Now, that responsibility does fall on me, but since we are friends, I cough up blood.
You get that
Oh,
look.
goodness.
I would like to ask you for some help.
Grimharl, are you feeling all right? You look like you're going to be sick.
I know I'm being a good person and it's fucking agony.
I take a piece of fabric off of my armor and I start wiping up the blood.
Also, Grimharl, question: the modification to your horn, was that done after you left, or would everybody have seen that already?
I think everyone would have seen it at that
Okay.
point because I would have gotten that done before I went back to work for the Alpha.
Got it.
It's like a big band-aid.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's like the little.
It makes you
know,
look like more of a minotaur with a second horn that is kind of your own.
Yeah, it's like
We
metal
gotta
cap.
get it.
So,
We gotta get it painted.
yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
Um,
cast?
horn?
Sophia moves over to her desk. Oops, right there. And she begins to move through some of her books. Madam Ava, the fortune teller you saw the first time.
Of the Vistani, yes.
I was just thinking
What's
about
a
them.
Varani?
What? No, the Vistani.
What's
They're
a
a-
Vistani?
They are a traveling group of people that have been here for as long as I can remember.
We seem to have very good knowledge of the location, and thusly, does the Alpha wish for you to speak with them? Plus, I'm
He's
sure they'll
very
find.
adamant.
Oh yes, he's very adamant. So much so that if we don't do it, he'll probably kill and eat you.
I
The
wouldn't doubt
difficult
that he
part
would.
of this.
I don't mean to alarm you, Brand, was it? But she's probably correct.
The difficult part of this task is finding them.
That
They
is
move
true.
around a lot.
That is true.
Sophia, do
could-
you have a spyglass? Any chance?
I can look. I don't remember.
Give me an investigation check, Ray. And she's going to do it too.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's an 8. Oh,
Ah.
I tried.
If I had one, I don't know where I put it.
Ray puts his palms up. It was worth a shot.
We could always go to where we last saw them and perhaps see if we can follow some tracks. Wahakeda, you're pretty good at that, if I'm recalling correctly.
It is possible. Difficult, but possible.
I would say if you wish to check the last location, that might be your best bet. But just be aware, they do move a lot.
And the woods are large.
I wish I could help you, but I really. That's what's bothering me about the Vistani. There is a way that they move about the mists, and I haven't been able to figure it out yet.
Perhaps when we are out there on the road, we might be able to find some answers.
Anything that you can find. Just be careful about asking, because I'm sure that's a secret they probably keep for a reason.
I trust you all remember our welcome from the previous encounter.
I
They do
take
not
it-
trust outsiders, and for good reason.
But you've been there before. Maybe that will aid you.
Perhaps.
I don't know if the Madam Ava has ever had returning customers.
That might interest her, perhaps. Something new.
I'm gonna walk over to Ray, and I'm gonna like lean into him, and I'm just gonna say, "By the way, it's nice to have another weird-looking orc in our company."
Can Ray smile, but it's like the smile where like you're angry and you're like punching.
It's like-
Yep, you sure can. It's your
Yeah.
character.
Put
Stave
a
it off.
friendly,
1, 2,
friendly
3.
hand out. Yes, fellow orc. You got a lovely shade of green.
It's like a greenish gray. I shake his hand.
Okay.
Give me a persuasion check on Ray. And Ray, if you want to disbelieve, give me an insight check.
I don't want to believe, so insight.
Insight and persuasion.
Oh my god! This is fucking orc.
It's all I know.
Ray,
I've never left
so
the
Ray,
tribe. I'm
you're-
a born and raised orc.
Ray, you've seen orcs before. You know they're supposed to be green, but you've never seen an orc like this, and you don't really know where he's from. Doesn't look like he's from where you're from. It's just a different
But
kind of
walks
orc.
like he
This is
walks like
weird,
an orc.
man.
He talks like an orc.
This is fucking weird, man. Oh,
Fucking Ray just has an existential
This
crisis.
is-
Am I an orc?
This is literally like, who are you? I'm an orc. Understandable. Have a good day.
This is Mop Bucket 2.0.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ray-
Oh my god, it kind of is.
This is just Mop Bucket again, and I'm so about it.
Ray just kind of just like, huh? Okay, well, quite the odd orc. Where are you from exactly?
I'm from the Calderon Mountains.
Is that in Faerun by any chance?
It's on the outskirts of the Terzan Empire. Nice people
Oh.
there, except for when they try to shoot me.
I didn't.
That reminds me.
Oh.
Grimharl,
Mm.
you are from this Faerun, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Do you know of an Icewind Dale?
Oh yeah, so it's to the north of my post.
You're
I look
from
at
there?
Ray Cool.
It's a bit, you have to go over through the spine of the world, but yes, it's past that point. Not many people live there. Well, actually, technically
World has a
speaking,
spine?
hold up. Okay, why are you so excited?
I-
I lived in Bryn Shander, which is part of the 10 towns of Icewind Dale, specifically, which resides in the region there, I suppose.
Grimharl, I need to get there.
Why
I
on
need
earth?
to.
I'm
Somehow, my father-in-law, who has the thickest skull ever of anybody I've ever met, somehow my father-in-law revived my husband. He's alive, Grimharl.
Wait, hold up. You're married?
Yes. Part of my vows.
An orc.
Do you see? You know the meme where it's like the lady doing the math equation, and it's just like
Part of,
that's
you know-
Grimharl right now.
You know, on second thought, part of my vows was to protect Gishath no matter what, and so Haka might want to rip my head off, but Gishath's alive, so no, I gotta I gotta get to Icewind Dale somehow.
Speak of necromancy, you realize.
He said it was divine intervention.
Bah.
I've learned not to trust such words.
I would agree with you, and if it wasn't from anybody else, if the sending was from anybody else, that spell, I would agree with you.
You know, the problem with people who like to look up all the time, they don't see what's right in front of them. And she's going to kind of wink at you. She's going to wink at you, cop nose.
Exactly.
I
It's like I keep saying, you can never trust these icons. Ah.
I just shoot a dirty look towards Capnos and look back and go, well, that event is another world away. Perhaps it is best that we handle what we know now. And hey, maybe the Vistani will have answers for us, perhaps.
Speaking of looking up, there's a flaming wheel on the ceiling.
That is a
I
chandelier.
move over here.
Fire goes on sticks in a cave, not on the ceiling in a wheel. This is weird, Brand.
I'm beginning to have doubts that we should expect much of our new friend.
You say
Okay,
that.
kind of whispers that to the group.
You'd say that, but this one was not having a slap fight with the ghoul. And I kind of give this really cheeky smile.
You bitch.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm horribly injured.
He may be useful in combat, but I don't believe we can rely on too many other skills.
That I perhaps would agree on.
Who knows?
So-
He might surprise us.
So perhaps
Plenty of
we
that.
perhaps we rest and we take off in the whatever semblance of a morning that we have.
Agreed.
Also, you have to try what Capnos just cooked.
Ah, you will love my heroes. Come, Grimhar, Wayakeda.
I appreciate the offer, but I am afraid I must pass.
Oh, right. That.
Ah, yes. My apologies.
Can I take a look at what this person is working on?
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check.
Shit.
I'm just gonna sort of peer over their shoulder.
Am I able to move out of the circle?
You absolutely can.
Okay, you said it pulsed, so I
It
wasn't sure if
pulsed
there
and
was
then stopped.
any-
So yeah, you're good to go.
Okay, cool.
17. Not only do you catch a peek of it, you catch a couple of peeks at the pictures. They are researching, based on the books that you do see, two different things. They are researching the mists, which you know would be the thing that you last saw before you were here, and they're looking up if there are potential ways to resurrect the dead and what those options might be.
You know, if you're looking for ways to resurrect the dead, I hear that that weird orc's husband got revived somehow. You should
see her
ask him about him.
You see the book slam shut as she almost tries to hide it. I'm sorry, what?
Wayakeda is suddenly very interested in what's going on over
Sorry,
here.
what? What? I don't follow. What happened to the
Yeah,
order?
he said that his husband got revived through divine intervention.
Ah!
That is good for who?
Yes, here I'll show you.
I
turn
wave.
into I turn into Ray.
Oh no!
Oh, Ray!
You watch a doppelganger of yourself come to life.
And then
I
I
get
say,
flashbacks to that
and I-
fucking
and I
fight we
say-
had in the darkness.
my God.
You sure do. You remember the mirror fight.
and I put my hands on the table and I say in his voice, I don't know how, but my husband, he's alive in Icewind Dale.
Ray,
And then I
it
turn
is
back.
eerily similar to your own voice.
Can I poke him?
You can poke him.
How?
I turn back.
You seem to poke
Okay.
him and he turns back immediately.
Don't do that, please.
I was gifted with the power to turn into any orc.
Oh my god.
I'm so happy.
God, it's.
I'm
I
gonna
love.
get another Jiro.
I'm so happy.
Ray just.
I love this, but I think I'm having a stroke.
I love this so much, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right
It's
now.
just such a different vibe, and I'm okay.
I wish
with it.
Grimharl wasn't such a party pooper.
Oh man.
No, I love
Ding
it.
dong,
love the
I have
juxtaposition.
heroes.
What is it made out of?
It is made out of lamb and bread and ziki sauce. That's ziki sauce.
Okay.
Which
just not
apparently is
beef.
not a creature that you skin and drain the blood from, which I learned.
Nope. It is a dairy product.
Oh. Ooh.
Yep.
What? With
That
the
hits a
mouth-
little close to home, Grimharl.
With a mouthful of Jiro, just what's wrong, Grimharl?
I'm
It is
gonna
goat's
roll-
milk.
No,
Oh.
Grimharl, it is delicious. Oh, I get it now.
This goat's milk, it's fine.
I just hand her one.
Sophia
Goat's milk.
Mykonos.
Goat's milk is fine. It is like if human ate cheese made out of human. You know
When
what?
you-
I'm not.
When you say goat milk, she once again kind of dips her head.
Oh no, that is not the way I wanted that conversation to go. God damn it.
Oh yeah. By the way, all of you can see that Kopnos is wearing Calamity's gauntlet on his spear hand.
Sophia Mykonos, might I have a word?
In private or just in general?
It is not secretive unless you wish your studies to be a secret to us.
She kind of
Well, I
motions.
kind
for
of
you-
blew the lid on that.
She kind of motions for you to continue, and then glares at the changeling.
What have you gotten your nose into?
I have been investigating whether or not there is a way to traverse the mists, and if so, if it can put you all back where you came from. You excluded, obviously.
Why did the newcomer point out a book on bringing those back from the dead?
It is further research because, as we all know, we thought that Calamity's past was dead and gone, and it reared its ugly head. So research is information which can be weaponized.
Can I insight her?
Absolutely.
I'd like to assist.
Oh no!
That's a natural
Oh,
20.
he got.
Are you?
Yeah, good job.
What the fuck is
I
happening?
don't know why I'm rolling dice at all. It doesn't matter.
Look at all these fucking natural 20s.
That's a lot of nat
Holy
20s.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
If this is gonna be Ravenloft, it's gonna get real boring real
Cypher,
fast.
you can come back anytime you want.
No, the fuck you can't.
Just-
He brought the luck
cannot.
with him. Cape of
I
time
need I need a little bit of slack. Roll 20. Like, look at all the 20s on the fucking screen right now. I'm
And
sorry.
none of them are yours.
None of them are mine. I rolled all mine in combat, which I guess I'm okay with. So, you, without a shadow of a doubt, not only know that she's hiding something, you know that just like the rest of you, she lost someone very important, and you would be able to put that together.
Decisions made under extreme emotion, especially as they relate to those who have fallen, do not often end well.
and she kind of intentionally indicates her form.
Necromancy is not the way.
You see Sophia take a very, very long pause. And without turning back towards you, I thought you needed to see the fortune teller.
Perhaps we should rest.
If you'd like, there are beds. You know where they are.
And I hope you'll take my words and experience to heart.
And she'll go ahead and take herself into the side room because she probably can't.
I will let Wahakeda choose to hear this or not as you walk away, but everybody who's still there will hear her mumble under her breath. If only you do the same for me.
What was that?
If only you do the same for me. You would all know, with the exception of Bran, that the beds are in the back room over here, and that there would be enough room for all of you guys to sleep if you so choose.
Oh no, we have. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. We have 5 people. Oh,
Wahakeda
no.
will not be using a bed.
Aw.
Which is what I figured.
Damn it.
Yeah. Don't worry, one of them is a double bed.
Yeah, somebody's
Come,
gonna have
my
to
new
double.
But
orc.
Grimharl,
Yeah,
Grimharl, the alpha's not here, so you have it to yourself.
Yay, wait.
Insert math picture again.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I'm not his type. Sophia should be his type.
We shall see.
Hey, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Wow. Okay. Hey, Copnose, did you want to join them?
Wow.
Come, my new orc friend. Let me show you to the bedrooms.
What
I'm
did
sure
you
you
say
are
you
exhausted.
called that lamb dish again?
It says gyro.
It reminds me of when my dear Aunt Ugak threw a whole lamb on the campfire. It was a joyous time for all.
It sounds like quite an event. Your people are interesting.
All right, I claim a bed.
All right. All of you get the benefits of a long rest as you find some solace in sleeping. And as you guys rest, because I didn't do this at the start, I need one person among you to choose who is going to roll a d4 for me.
Oh.
I say we let
Give it to
Cypher do
yeah,
it.
let
Should I as
Sci-Fi
the-
do it.
as the new
All right.
guy?
Roll it.
All right.
Fucking
Nice.
damn it.
Oh my god,
That's a
man.
4.
It doesn't even affect him! Oh! God. Congratulations, everybody. You get back 4 sanity points, which means if you have 4 or less, you're back to 0.
Oh,
Does this mean I go into
Fuck,
the negatives?
Yeah.
You cannot go into the negatives. You can get back
Damn
to 0.
it.
Fucking damn it.
I didn't have any.
It's
Me
my
neither.
disarming personality. It made everyone have such a good night's sleep.
I swear to God, Brand, you're going to die.
You're like
I swear to God.
You're like a bucket of ice water.
Oh
This
my
fucking
God.
campaign.
I'm just going to find you. I'm going to put
Yeah,
you on
I'm
the
so happy
sea,
about
and a
it.
Kraken is going to eat you. I don't
I-
care.
I knew from a moment of like we're doing Ravenloft for like a 5-session campaign, and I'm like, I don't know what my character's gonna be, but I know I want to be comic relief.
Well, it's working. You're also, is your back okay? Because you're carrying Roll20 right now.
I'm telling you, dude, I moved my games to Foundry. If Roll20 wants to win me back, they're serving me 20s on a silver
They
platter.
sure fucking are. Well, congratulations, guys. There's that. Now, I have a question for
Everyone's
everybody
cool.
above game. Did you guys want to keep going and see the lady, or do you want to stop here and see the lady at the start of the next session? How's everybody feeling? Because this is the one point we can stop at before we go through the lady segment.
I feel like knowing what we talked about earlier, Bosco, I'm okay with stopping here.
Okay.
I'm down for you.
Is everybody okay with
I
that?
think this is
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
this is a
this
good
is alright.
establishment for
Because this was one of the spots where I wanted to get you to, so I'm good with that. So,
It's pretty standard stopping.
as you take a long rest, we will pick up with the lady next time, and that is where we will end the session.
Good
Alright.
fucking session. Holy shit.
Yeah. Welcome, Cypher.
Ravenloft is back, everybody.
Yeah, baby.
Raven Love is back. The squad is back together. That was a perfect, I think, like.
And I'm
for
proud.
episode one.
I did a 3-hour session. I paced
Yeah.
it perfectly.
Bye,
Yeah.
Austin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
you can stop your
Bye-bye,
recording now,
Austin.
Cypher.
Bye,
Yeah.
Austin.
Bye,
Yes.
Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Make sure chat to say goodbye to Austin. He's in his hamster ball.
Export
are
as
they-
a wave, right?
Or MP3.
Or whatever.
Either one.
Yeah.
Man, Brand is going to be a very interesting addition to this group of.
Yeah,
like,
I'm very happy. I
everyone
brought him
here
into
is traumatized, and he just comes in like, "Hello."
Yep. He's the brevity you all needed. I got to talk to Sci-Fi before the game, and I was very excited when he was like,
Imagine how soul crushingly sad we'll be when he dies.
"Yep."
Our one ray of hope
Our other,
and joy.
our
But
other
I'm
bit
the
of
Ray.
comedy also.
Yeah, but you
died,
have no hope.
so
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, now you do.
we lost
Yeah, now I
Calamity
have
because
hope.
she was too fun. So, just be careful. Keep that in mind. You don't want to be too
turning
fun.
into the guy who I thought was an orc.
Dude, I can't believe you nat 20 all your fucking persuasion checks. I'm so happy.
That is
You
so
mop bucketed this
funny.
whole game, and I'm about it.
You convinced Ray Cool that he is an orc.
Yeah. He's
That
he's
is
like,
right.
God, I always wanted to be a T-Rex. I guess that's why I could never do it.
The most subtle gaslight ever, convincing you that you're an orc, actually.
By the end of the campaign, all of us are going to believe that we're just variants of orcs, and it's just like,
Pretty
I
much.
can't even
Wait,
The
deny
alpha's
it.
gonna be like, wow, I always turn into an orc on the full moon. This is the weirdest thing.
Today was
October
really
takes
like
over again.
it was a really like high brain power session because like freaking Grimharl nat 20ing the deception to say that the
Yup.
alpha said he
Yeah, I had to as part of Grim
That was
Carl's-
good. And honestly, she rolled really high. A nat 20 is probably the only way you would have beat her.
I legitimately am like, okay, what would Grimharl do to make things better for people now that she's trying to reform herself? And like, she would lie. She was straight up gonna lie to Sophia to make her feel better.
And it worked. For fun. See, as soon as you stopped trying to manipulate people for bad and did it for good, boom.
Meanwhile, Wahikade's like, interesting book you've got there.
Yeah, it's like, is that necromancy? She's just, no.
Also, huge shout out to Citric King who did the headshot for
In
Brand.
a couple of days, like he blasted
Yeah.
through that and
yeah.
the overlay. So thank you to
as
Citrus.
well as literally sending me an updated overlay during the game because there was a bit of a snafu on the export.
Also,
of the
shout out
previous one.
to Darky Arts who did the starting picture, which I will now switch to.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to switch this over to the slideshow page now.
That's fine. They're gonna get to see it real quick.
You can see it with his Baja Blast.
Yep, it's true.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. So thank you to Darky Arts, and then thank you to that Art Jack who did the art of Sophia last year that we continue to use as well as the Alpha.
And the alpha, yeah.
Yep. The question is, what new art do I have planned for you, if any? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
scared.
I'm very curious.
I'm scared.
You just had to give him the new book.
It honestly, the new book isn't what did it.
I'm scared about what might happen if we get fortunes again, because the whole card thing last time ended up being a major brain fuck.
It was, yeah, but it was fun. I liked that. I thought that
it was really cool. Like,
let's
above game, I'm
just
like,
let's
yeah,
just
this
say
is
that
awesome.
because
In-game
so
is
normally when you do Ravenloft, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, that's how you determine the adventure.
Right.
Because we're doing it a little differently, you normally don't go back for another fortune. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I
don't
imagine we get
normally
there and-
survive Ravenloft.
I imagine we get there and the lady's just like, "What? No, you only
What?
get
No,
one."
wait, hold on. Where's the new
You're
group?
still
You're not the. I said send in the new group.
No refunds.
No refunds. Oh my god, I'll use it. I swear I'll use it.
That's a good reference.
So I almost want to call this episode title "We're Orcs," but with an apostrophe.
Oh, like an
There's
asterisk.
one that someone had that I just saw that was keeping on brand.
Keeping on brand is really good.
Oh, that's really good.
That one's really good.
We could probably read off some fan-submitted episode titles.
Yeah.
With the bits and subs. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's
the
go
bits
around
and
the
subs.
horn and then knock those out.
Indeed.
Let's start with our normal DM extraordinaire, Monty Glue. Where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me on vacation this month because it's Orktober. It's kind of a tradition here. If you guys are new, this is
It's Gobtober this year.
Gobtober.
sorry.
Although we're making it Orktober on Saturdays.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's
No,
Orktober on Saturdays, Gobtober on Wednesdays.
For those of you guys, we did have quite a few new people, it looks like. For those of you guys who are new, this is not our regular show. We usually do the Unexpectables on Wednesday, and on Saturdays we have a rotating two campaigns of Prince Division, which is a modern 5th edition campaign, as well as Gateway, which is a Fallout tabletop story as well. But for the month of October, we like to do a little special event every year where we have Ravenloft running in the space of Prince Division and Gateway. And we have a fun new adventure with some gobos run by our own Distortion Devil, Connor, this coming Wednesday. So definitely come and watch that. It should
Check
be
it out.
Good. I've seen some of the
super excited.
characters. It's gonna be a riot. I'm already like, oh my god, okay. But yes, you can usually find me here DMing, but you can find me tomorrow playing Metopia, barring any unfortunate accidents. Should be going back to streaming. We need to kill Bosco. That is our goal.
No,
We're gonna kill
why?
Bosco. We're gonna save
No.
our friends.
No. Give me your Doritos.
No, they're fucking mine.
No.
I got them back.
No.
And yeah, you can find me there. You can find me on my Twitter at MontyGlue, and I also have a Discord as well, so you can check that out as well.
Distortion Devil.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Well, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil, where from very far away from the microphone, I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays, I'm playing tabletop or trading card games with my buddies, Hey Mr. Rabbit and Count Widget. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I play a bunch of fun games with my friends. We played some Witchit. That was a whole lot of fun. Fun little Halloween-y themed prop hunt game. Saturdays, before I'm over on here, you can find me streaming Yakuza 5 Remastered. That game is fantastic so far. And Sundays, I'm playing Wildermyth, a really fantastic isometric RPG D&D style game. It's a lot of fun. And another game that I highly recommend is Dead House Sonata. It's not out yet, but I recommend it nonetheless because it's the spiritual successor to my favorite game series, Legacy of Kain. And you can learn all about that over on their YouTube or their Twitch VODs, where they are releasing things weekly every Wednesday. It's either weekly or bi-weekly, I think. I think it's weekly now. And if you follow the link that just got posted in the chat, then you can purchase yourself a Founders Pack to get access to the first or second age. And also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition subclasses, including the Accursed Fighter subclass and the Fanged King Warlock. That is going to be coming out sometime this month. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We're going to move it right along to Mark Allen Jr. Where can they find you?
You can find me on twitter.com at Mark Allen Jr., here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, or you can follow the adventures of my fat sleepy cat bunny on Instagram at Chonk4Life. I do have a stream on Monday. I don't know what it's going to be yet. If I can track down Pokemon cards tomorrow, it'll be that. Otherwise, we might play a game again, or maybe both. Who knows? Monday will be weird.
What?
October is the month for experimentation, so let's experiment, shall we?
In the words of Connor McKinley, different.
Also, if you like anime at all, check out Remain. I play Jojo Jima in the English dub, which is airing right now on Funimation.com. Episode 2 is up now. I believe episode 1 should be available for free today as well. So if you don't have a subscription, you can check out the first episode as well. Other than that, that's it for me. Pass it on.
Passing it on to last year's good boy. It's Therapod Art.
Yeah, it's me. Yep, you can just find me at twitter.com, therapod_art. There I post my art when I stream, pictures of my pet lizard, cheese binging adventures, the usual.
And remember the number one rule of Therapod Art, no spoilers.
Oh yeah. Whenever people
we
have been
can't
riding
read
that edge lately. I've had to remind some people lately, but no, they've mostly been good. From there, you can find me at twitch.tv therapodart, no underscore there. There I stream my art process and stuff. It's going to be earlier because I'm busy with these D&D sessions. I'm going to be streaming earlier in the days, around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., around that time, usually when I wake up. And yeah, that's all I got going on.
Very nice. And to this year's good boy, brand new to the channel, happy to have him. What an introduction. Sci-Fri, where can everybody find you?
Hi, you can find me at twitch.tv/sci-fri, that's SCIFRI, and twitter.com/sci-fri-tv. You can find the VODs of my D&D game that I run every Friday on youtube.com/sci-fri-tv. And I stream every day of the week except for Sundays, usually around the time slot of 9 p.m. Eastern. However, the Saturday streams are going to be probably after this game. I'm going to check out that new Monkey Ball game that just dropped. That's actually a remake of the old
The Super Monkey Ball
games.
Banana Mania?
Yeah, they remade Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe all into one new game.
Oh, wow.
That sounds intense. That was always a fun game.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out tonight, and then throughout the next week we have our Pixelmon server that we've been doing. We have a Pixelmon server that's built in with a Twitch extension. It has like chat integration, so chat can enter raffles to be like auto nicknamed a Pokemon. It's very cool.
Oh, neat.
And then just general variety gaming.
And we're so happy to have you. Thank you for making time for us. We appreciate it. How does it feel to play again? Forever DM?
Feels really good.
Yeah?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, that's the point.
I also, sorry to all of the professional voice actors in this call for coming in with the most grating character voice I could come up with.
No,
I love Brand. Are you kidding?
I love Brand's voice. I love the fucking orc thing that you're doing. I love it. I'm all about it. Are you? When you did it the first time in the call, I was like, do that. Whatever that was, do that.
Don't apologize. That was awesome. I've heard far more grating voices. So
seriously.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm also here. You're fine.
Yeah, I can't stand
You
Bosco
were in a
voice.
Gundam anime, Bosco.
I was in 2 of them, but who's counting? So what? Well, that just leaves our sponsor, Die Hard Dice.
Hey, I'm not pouring out the dice again.
Damn it.
Listen.
I got the bag.
There you go.
Listen to that.
There we go. There we go.
Indeed.
Listen to that diehard dice.
Now, I have a question, Connor. Has the promo code changed for October?
The promo code has, in fact, changed.
What is the
it is
promo
now-
code?
It is now unexpectable exclamation point.
Unexpectable exclamation point to receive 10%
Yes.
off your polymer dice, your metal dice, your dice trays. Also, here's a cool thing. You can't use the promo code for this, but go check out your local game stores, because one thing that Monty and I discovered is that your local game store will have stuff that they don't sell anymore.
Yeah.
So if you want to get some old school Die Hard dice, go in person to your game store, obviously permitting.
They have seeing the variety in person is very cool.
The
You need to post
catalog's
that picture.
So much
You need to
bigger
post the
when you can
picture.
see it all in front of you.
Oh yeah, I think
Monty
did I?
Diehard
I don't
dice.
think I have that picture.
Oh, I have to find it then.
Yeah.
Also-
And they even have this awesome thing, which is a carrying scroll that lets you carry not only your
Yeah.
That carrying scroll is
but
awesome.
it gives you a mat to roll your dice on and little tubes to carry minis in. So if you have to carry your character around to all your games, it's all in one place.
That scroll is one of the most innovative and interesting things that I've seen from Die Hard Dice, and I love it
It's
because
so
it is
Also-
themed so well. I literally had a scroll that I needed to give them, and Monty was like, "Here, use this," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "I have a prop now," and I
And
handed it
because
right
of
back.
that, I bought one
They-
in the store.
Yeah, Mark brought one on the
So-
spot. He's like, "I need this,"
They also
and
just
then your
released
fucking wings
their-
wouldn't fit.
I know.
They also just released their brand new line of UV dice. So if you've got a black light, these things will glow underneath that, and they are bright. So
I don't want to know what they put in those dice.
Uranium.
something
probably.
radioactive.
Radioactive.
The blood of characters that have been killed by DMs over the years.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
true.
You can. It does show up under blood. Yeah. Okay.
It shows up under blood? What?
Yeah. Because UV. Anyway.
Oh, they also have a UV light now on sale, actually.
Oh, good.
Oh.
That
Useful.
I didn't. I just scrolled through their products, and yeah. So if you want to light up your D&D experience, then head on over to dieharddice.com. I really want one of these sets now.
I know, me too. I'm like, oh man, I kind of.
Because they don't ink the dice, but once they're under the UV light, the darker pattern will show up
Oh, you gonna make me act
as the
up.
numbers.
You need to
Oh,
buy
yeah,
them.
no.
Buy them, Darrow.
They're super cool. But you can head on over to dieharddice.com, use the code Unexpectables exclamation point to get 10% off your order. And with that, I think it's time to read out some Mad Wombat Man, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Achilles98, thank you for also gifting 5 subs to the community. Amnail the Invoker, thank you for the 4 months. Verdian Winter, thank you also for gifting 5 subs to the community. Super Saiyan Loaded, thank you for the sub. Milla Ninja, thank you for the 18 months. Woohoo! Luca Madupla, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, that person. I know
That
that
was-
one.
Love it.
That was
Oh,
fun
you know
to
that
say.
person? That's a good name. I like that name.
Luca Madupla.
Luca's a good name. They're a good friend.
The Winged One, thank you for the 18 months. Tix Dixel, thank you for gifting 10 subs to the community. Tears of Mozart, thank you for the 4,000 bits. As someone stated earlier, if Brand pulls out a Capri Sun, we're gone.
Yup.
Oh God, do not.
Like Tabuya, thank you for the 45 bits. Brand is going to get everyone killed, and we're going to laugh, cry, and cheer.
Yeah, if everybody dies, who wins the pool? What about that? Is it the TPK?
I think the pool's
Yeah,
just
there's
That's the
nice
TPK.
first, but
There's
yeah,
a
it does become
TPK pool as
TPK.
well.
Where was I?
50-1 TPK. All right, well, somebody won't pick
Fan-
that. We'll get lucky.
Fantastic Callum, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Keeping on Brand.
Yeah, that was the one I
River
saw
Rat.
and I really liked it.
I like that too, honestly.
River Rat, thank you for the 100 bits. Awesome session. Loved every minute. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. How do you do, fellow orcs? Everyone else, we're fine. Thank you. Junti13, thank you for the 100 bits. I have to say, I've been lucky tonight, so I'm passing that luck forward. Ooh. Black
It all went to Brand.
bits.
It did.
It's
all of it.
it's
I don't-
Stealth Orktober. Nice.
He didn't roll under like a 7 for damage. I was blown away. Like, good first session.
Yeah.
I'm
Just shitting damage.
He was like, well, here's your encounter. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a DM, and you gave me a hint, so I'm just going to fuck you.
Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. Episode title, An Off-Brand Calamity.
Oh, it's too soon.
Oh.
It's too soon.
Too soon.
If brand fucks up, we're going with off-brand, so I'll keep that in
That
mind.
has some sting.
That's fucked up. You should feel bad.
That's what we call an oofer.
It may have been last year for you, chat, but it was last week for the
For
kids.
us, success.
It's
Yeah.
still real to me, damn it.
I'm over here grieving as my NPCs, and you're like, yeah, remember Calamity? Fucking put it in the title.
Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. At the end of the session, we've yet to see a change in the death pool rankings. Going into next week, we have Mark 5-1, 2 people are betting against him.
Thank you.
Monty 10-1, 2 bets for her. Connor 15-1, Bob is sticking to his bet. Sai and Thero tie at 35-1, 1 bet on each of them. TPK and Bosco Mercy tie at 50-1 odds, with no bets placed so far. Who will win when one of the players when one of the players lose? It's going to be a hell of a month.
I'm excited.
Fantastic, Callum. Thank you for the 100 bits. Kopnos, I made lamb gyros. Why, Hakeda? Lamb? Yes, it's like goat, kind of, but it's charbroiled and...
Oh.
Oh.
Fantastic, Callum. Thank you for the additional 100 bits. The Alpha, he werewolf, he scare wolf, but most importantly, he care wolf.
Aww. That's sweet. I can't wait for the
Magic
YouTube comments of like,
He sounds hot.
Yes, that is what our comment dictators sound like. Magic Ninjago, 10 years of Spinjitzu. Thank you for the 100
Oh
bits.
my god, I love that name.
That's awesome.
So,
also, I
since it's
just saw the
Spooktober-
sneak attack picture. Fuck, that's good. The fucking toucan Sam Greckles
Oh,
is
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Follow your nose.
Sorry, Connor, I don't mean to keep interrupting you.
Here, all right. Da-da-da-da.
Magic
Thank you for the
Ninja.
100 bits. Magic Ninjago, 10 years of Spinjitzu. Thank you for the 100 bits. So since it's Spooktober and this is a D&D stream, I just have to ask, what is the spookiest official D&D creature?
Oh,
It's
boy,
not-
oh,
So here's what I'm
boy.
gonna say. It 100% depends what triggers you as a player, because I don't think there's one monster that will scare everybody.
I know something that scares everybody when it comes to D&D, and that is scheduling.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
That's the biggest monster of them all.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
like intellect of ours, but yeah.
Well, flumps
Wow, we got
for me.
fucking metaphysical on that shit.
Intellect of
Flumps
ours
are super terrifying.
are more of like a conceptual horror.
Yeah.
There's a new creature in the Van Richten's guide. I don't want to say what it is.
Oh,
because-
I know what you
yeah,
exactly what you. Yep.
No, there's two. There's two there. One is more of like, oh shit. And the other one's like, oh no.
I saw
what
one
do
and
I
went, oh look,
do?"
it's the village.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh gee. Ooh.
For me,
But Monty, I wouldn't take you back down that path.
I know.
There are certain lines. That's the other thing. Keep in mind when you're trying to scare your
yeah.
players.
Yeah.
There has to be consent, because if you legitimately make them uncomfortable, all the fun's gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
For
So yeah,
me, I think it's either gonna be a Sibriex or a Bodak.
Ooh, Bodak.
I'm leaning towards the Bodak because fuck its face.
Yeah.
But also the Sibriex because fuck its face.
A face only a mother could love.
I think the most, like, in terms of terrifying, especially recently. One sec, I'm gonna find it here. because there is some fantastic artwork that came with this creature. And of course, I have to pull out my books because I'm a fucking nerd. But hold on, let me find it
I
here.
hope
There it
nobody
is.
Dumps them.
Star Spawn, Greater Star Spawn Emissary. Look
Oh,
that up.
yeah.
Look up the artwork. If you are scared of body horror or body horror is not okay for you, do not look it up. But Greater Star Spawn Emissary has probably some of the most terrifying yet very cool looking art.
It's
honestly
Eldritch horror
surprised.
shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're bringing them back because they were a 4E monster.
They
What
were.
do they even do?
And no
They
one
are
remembers
they
them.
are a CR19 and a CR21 creature. They are. If we
Yeah.
run into that in this campaign, we're dead. So
No,
that's why I
when
feel
we just
safe
hand our
saying
character
that.
sheets over. Yeah.
The other thing in this book that I think is really scary, I will not say because there may be a chance we run into it. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Indeed.
There's a 3.5 monster called the Worm That Walks.
Oh, right.
It's literally just a person made out of a mass of worms.
I forgot.
I remember.
About that.
And they
Oh
wear like
my
people masks
God.
and stuff like that.
Are you playing piano music? I'm scared.
No.
He is playing.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
It's not ragtime.
I don't know. It sounded a little bit.
It scared me because we were talking about scary stuff, and I was like, oh god, no! The Greater Star Spawn Emissary, he's playing
And
the piano.
that's called subverting expectations, which is also a good fear tactic.
Do you want to
Indeed.
keep going, Connor? Sorry, I got very
Yes.
sidetracked there.
Tech
Gundam.
Mouse, thank you for the 4 bits. Luca Medupla, thank you for the 100 bits. I just want to point, when we were talking about names for size character, we discovered that due to his race, color scheme, and class he is, literally a Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger, but refused to call him Billy Cranston. Coward.
It was very hard not to say it's morphin time when I turn into people.
Do
So
it.
you
Oh,
settled on
God.
Brand, which is just like an anagram or something.
I'm sorry. Zenlita just said.
I
think
saw
we all
it.
know what the real
Yeah.
horror in D&D First Edition is. Tabaxis.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
First
First
edition
edition
Tabaxis.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead and Google that if you want a nice surprise.
or if you want to create a new sleep paralysis demon for yourself.
Magic
oh,
Ninjago,
Oh,
10 years of Spin Jitsu. Thank you for the 100 bits. Also, I was just looking at the glowing Die Hard dice. They also have a magnetic tray light. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It attaches to the sides of the magnetic tray, and it is a UV light that works. It's crazy. I should probably get one of those for whenever I'm DMing,
for reasons.
At night.
and also just reasons. At night,
At night.
I'm playing D&D at night,
For night rolling.
and I think that's it.
Alrighty. I believe Therapod had a recommended raid
Yeah.
target. Is everyone okay with that? It's in the
Yeah.
general chat past
I don't
the
know,
first
I
edition
guess
Tabaxi.
Honestly, I'm going to say what I always do. As long as we're not raiding Thero, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
You're
no,
doing-
I don't
you're
want to
doing
raid that
some
Thero
good
guy.
art.
Don't ever do it. Do that. That's dumb.
Go for it.
What will our raid message be?
Baja Blast. I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm okay with
Baja Blast. Yeah, so we're raiding a good friend of mine. Her name's Bella. She goes by Selling Hair online. She may refer to me by my first name. We've known each other for like 10 years now. She's an old friend. She's done emotes for Strippin'. She has a webcomic. She's pushing to be a partner, like trying to get partner on Twitch. So
Uh-oh.
yeah.
All right.
it. I just had a really dumb thought
What?
that I think I
Most
need
of your
to
thoughts
share.
are.
Whoa.
Bahamut, the famous dragon of Final Fantasy Origin as well as D&D Origin,
Yeah.
what if he's also the god of Baja Blast?
That's what he does when he does his breath weapon. It's a Baja Blast.
Baja
Actually,
Blast.
I
It's
like one of those. Can the message be beware of were orcs?
Sure.
All right, beware.
She's not gonna understand, but
I will
yeah, fuck
say-
it. That's better.
It looks like she's on starting shortly right now.
Oh,
Just FYI.
okay
Well,
then.
let's
Mm.
scare them before they get there.
I agree. Let's crash the stream.
Chat, I want you to spam until they notice you, but don't don't be too crazy.
So are we
It's
going with
hard.
Baja Blast? Is that the?
No, we're doing Beware of Were-Orcs, I think is our...
I like
Yes.
Beware of Were-Orcs.
Yeah.
All right,
She's gonna be thoroughly
Go.
confused.
go!
Bye,
Get
chat.
Goodbye!
Oh, good shit.
I need Baja Blast, though, for real. Like, I have to...